What up, everybody? What up? What up? Welcome to the game, the game. We live on Playback, YouTube, X, Twitch, Kick, and Assist. Appreciate everybody for joining us. I mean, I'm not excited, Logan. I don't care. It's another game. I hope I get good basketball. I'm more excited for y'all. You gonna give me my credit as well, Logan? Since it's a new day. No, it's Lil J. Oh my goodness, Logan. The media, all of them said it was the wrong call. Even what's his name, Windhorse and them tried to say Luka be cussing and all that stuff, but it was the wrong call, and they should feel some way. I told
I
you, people
told
got
you
their
if you
own.
were a white guy, he would agree with you, King.
I know. People gonna have their ways of saying things based off of them liking the Lakers and all. Like Windhorse and Stephen A. Smith and them don't like the Lakers and all right now, so obviously they trying to say it the worst way they can, but they all said it, and they rescinded the tech. Yep, like I said, they were going to. Yep. But like you said, Big J, I gotta bleach my skin, man. I gotta get that Sammy Sosa.
I tell you, you got to get that dude on there. You got to try to be your interpreter.
Exactly. Brian Windhorse don't like the Lakers right now, Logan. You don't know what's going on with them. So see, you expect everybody just to love Luka Doncic. That's never gonna happen, man. You got people that like him, people that's doing dislike him. And right now, on First Take, dislike a lot of people other than Shannon Sharp, dislike the Lakers right now. It's political, man. It's not. That's what you thinking is thinking too on the surface. Logan, how many of them said it should have happened? My man Exum said, "You're not cutting me." Is Gafford playing today? Okay. Well, there's a world then. Yeah, there's a world where the Mavericks actually could win this game. It ain't automatic for the Lakers. I don't know. I don't really have a prediction. Like I just hope for good basketball. What up, Glenn?
Hey, did you guys hear that Exum is upgraded to doubtful?
Yeah, he's out there.
He's playing?
Yeah,
Yeah. So we full team without we just missing Omax and
and
Kyrie.
Kyrie and
Kyrie and
Hardy, right? They said
Yeah, Hardy and Kyrie and Omax.
that's why I said it's a world like it's not a give me. This is the Mavericks can win this game too.
the Mavericks could have a really good defense. Like they have all their defensive guys back. So if it's gonna happen, and it's funny. Everybody decided for the most part. Everybody decided they could get healthy around this Laker game. I don't know how Exum's bone healed so fast, but good luck.
He said Nico lined them up, play or get traded. Probably so. He's playing with a rap on his hand too, Glenn. So I think this one because this one is his off hand. He came back quicker, maybe.
Hey, honestly, King, you know what I think it is?
Go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say because the word had been, remember that they were gonna go ahead and sign Brandon Williams with that one spot, but they were looking at maybe waiving him for the second spot to sign one of the other two-way guys. And so I think he knows that, not I don't
That's
think it
what,
was a Nico threat, but I
so you
think
think it
that he
was
knew that.
really he was like y'all not cutting me?
Yeah, because I'm serious. I think they were gonna cut him, and then who gonna pick him up if you broke
Yeah, I
your
mean that's
hand
true.
twice in a year?
Bro, he let that guy go. He didn't even walk away. That's crazy. This is like the first time ever, man. They let that guy go. He ain't even get straight. He ain't even like walk.
That's some interesting suits.
Yeah. I mean, they're killing it though. Hart with the. I
The
may have got
green.
a different. I may have got a different shirt and tie. I thought like the to go with the green. Like he not really. He too
Yeah,
planted it up with the shirt and the tie to be that green with the
you're not
suit. The
feeling the
suit, all
green
right.
and orange.
He could have rocked it. Maybe an orange, yeah, something like that. Like he should have that shirt. I think it's the shirt. But but I like what's the name though? Follow though look sharp though. Like he a mafia member. He's just short. So
But we all
it
know with
messed
the
with him as
tan
far as
suit, you
looking
can't.
short right there.
Like I say, from Obama, you can't wear a tan suit though.
Yeah,
So
and
that
skin,
is
I don't know what's up with skin with that tan on. It's not even that I know they was going at Obama for that, but I
they
don't
almost
know.
impeached
Skin, I'm
Obama
like,
over a
I don't know
tan
about that
suit.
look, skin. I don't know ecstatic. I don't know about that on his skin complexion. I don't know if it look I don't know. Maybe.
He looked like he ain't got nothing on but a blue shirt. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, like it just I don't know if I'd have wore that with skin. It's not a bad suit, but
Uh,
with his complexion, I don't know if I'd have wore that.
yeah, so AD just got his Olympic ring today.
Mm.
They showed what's his name, Grant Hill
Man, your,
showed up at practice.
your boy AD officially uh, champion in all three levels.
Yeah,
Did he win in high school?
I don't know.
That's
Did he
crazy,
win with
man.
Kentucky?
Yeah, he won with Kentucky. Remember?
Uh, yeah.
That's why I'm like, did he win with his high school though? Because if he won with his high school, gee, he literally won at all levels. Oh, nah, I don't know about that jersey latte. I don't need that. That's creepy. That's something a parent would wear or something like that. Like pick a side, man. I cannot believe we having a tribute video for Luka Doncic. Oh, this is crazy, man. This hurt my feelings again. Whoa, what are you? Ooh, oh, y'all got some Braun fans too. Y'all be faking. Y'all be faking. Let's go. Yeah, man, it's horrible, man. It's horrible, ecstatic. It's horrible, man. Nah, Latte, I don't rather Cuban. I don't want none of them, man. It started with him too. That all should have just been done, man. I can't stand any of them, man. Luca loved this place, man. He wanted to be the next Dirk. That's horrible, man. That's what I'm saying. It's a slap in our face. I don't even want to see this stuff, man. He over there crying and all that, man. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. I hate this. I never again will I be a fan of this team, man. Not doing this process, yo. I'm done. So that's horrible. Then he said he was sad about the way they talked about his name and all that, and talked about his work ethic and all that. It's horrible, man. I'm sorry. Love y'all from Dallas. Stay with your team and all that, but I'm done. That's ugly from the outside looking at, man. Then to question my loyalty when you see this guy right here. Then to question my loyalty when you see this guy and you see what Dirk and all that stuff done did and been beside him and all of it. To question our loyalty. This team, it sucks, man. It sucks. It's bull crap that we doing a tribute video already. This the guy that came behind Dirk. We doing a tribute already. I don't have to see anything else. I don't have to hear anything else. That's it. That did it all for me. They don't even know what they just did. Luca was out there crying, y'all.
Hey, King.
He was crying,
Y'all know
Richard.
y'all know I'm wired different, brother. I'd have walked. Y'all can hate me if you want, but I'd have walked out on stage. I'm a freaking half a billionaire. I'm walking out on stage and I'm telling them no, thank you. Kick rock, city of Dallas. Y'all can meet me at the stadium after the game is over with. We'll celebrate. I'd have never given them satisfaction to allowing that to be done. And
That's,
yeah, I'm petty like that.
Richard. I wouldn't have been ashamed. I wouldn't have been angry. I wouldn't have felt any type of way, man. Like that guy gave his heart and soul, man, leg,
Yeah.
everything for this city, man. Was the guy that stood like, bro, he took a team of undrafted second rounders and undrafted folks to the Western Conference Finals, and they don't put that type of context on things of what they did. Like that's crazy to run him in the ground and try to drag him.
Well, and kids, after everything that's all, as you like to say, the truth always does come to light. Man, look, after everything that's come out, look, I'm a fan of Najee Marshall. I'm going to continue to be a fan of Najee Marshall. I ain't got nothing for Dallas, and I love all y'all. Y'all know that.
Nah,
But
Richard,
that ain't
I'm with
right
you.
what they've done, man.
That that ain't right at all. That's why I say this year, rocking with the players and all that stuff. But if they want to be brainwashed and continue to stay there and all that, that's their decision. And after that, like I respect him. I still rock with him for this year. I still rock with his players, whatever. But like that's your choice after this. You can ask to be let go, to go somewhere else, to do whatever. Like you choose at that point. That's how I feel. This is you
Yeah,
can't choose right now. You're under contract and you're playing the middle of the year. I understand your pain and I realize you gotta do what you gotta do. It's a team. They destroyed this team. I would no longer play for this organization. I would demand a trade or don't resign if I'm able to. Whatever I can do, that's up to you now. So I don't have to cheer for this team after this moment because that's now your choice to be here, and I'm no longer here.
I mean, there's three people on that Dallas lineup right there, y'all, that I actually legitimately hope has a good game tonight. Yeah, but I'm lying if I don't say I want the Lakers to win. And I
This
don't
not
like lying to people that I like.
this is definitely not a what is a free bingo space. The Mavericks have a chance to win this game.
Yeah,
What's up, my fellow masochists? Ready for some pain?
What up, Pasquale?
fair enough,
What's
man.
going on?
Fair enough.
Why do we do
Yeah,
this to ourselves? I don't know.
because we crazy, man. We fanatic. I can't give you a better answer, man. I can't.
What
I
up,
mean,
Lies?
quietly, y'all Nazi has put together you know, a damn good year. Nico's in the audience tonight, right, y'all? Hello.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, this gonna be an ugly game. They better just sit back and say, as far as the fans, because this is a Laker game. I hope the Mavericks know that. This is about to be horrible. Because the players after this game might call, I don't know what's gonna happen. The players might say something to the fans after this.
You know what? I don't know whether to laugh or to cry, but I recognize Chris's voice hollering fire.
Ooh, lively. My nephew.
Look alive.
Oh, poor Lively. He don't deserve what he finna get tonight. That's good D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't even heard on that like that. That was.
Yeah, I've grown to love Najee this season. He's awesome.
No, Jake, you gonna have to play tonight, so yeah, get the night off tonight. Come on, really? What the hell? So, did y'all hear me a second ago, guys? Does anybody know? Is Nico in the audience? Is he at the game or did he not show up?
He didn't show up.
What you
Rob,
got to be
Rob,
kidding?
yeah, I'm serious. Rob Palinka there, but I don't think Nico showed up.
Dog, I ain't trying to question another man's manhood, but
Oh, Nico,
you
Kim
do
said he
all
is
this,
there.
you gotta
He
show
said he
up,
is
don't
there.
you?
He said he there. I was wondering. He's there. That's what's up. I'm like, you
Go
gotta FaceTime. You
BJ.
give me that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Ah, I'm gonna quit. I ain't gonna go there.
it's a punk move if he didn't show up. It is what it is, Richard.
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't got that. I ain't got that good comment on that. So I think you know my feelings on that. There you go, Logan.
Gonna be picking some pockets tonight. We don't have the greatest passers on this team anymore. There you go.
DJ got a score here. Good. Damn. That's a
I
good
stand
play.
corrected. That was a good pass.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this, y'all. It's a good game. This is what we wanted to
Yeah.
see. Holy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes.
Uh oh,
Imitator.
Spencer Doncic. Uh oh, Spencer Doncic has entered the building.
Oh, oh, look at that. That was a beautiful pass.
It's about to get
Just
real, bingo. Spencer Doncic. Where DV at when you need him? We can go band for band.
Where is DB? I figured this would be prime time for him.
for the Mavs fans, a win here is a big deal against the Lakers. You can drop them a position. So there's justification for them to play.
They're both laughing because Luka got Lively on his hip, and Lively's like, I know better.
I'm waiting for that step back three on Lively.
hmm We'll see it. They've been hunting Lively because they know he's going to be out on the perimeter.
Not if this ownership is here, Toronto. Like if somehow some way a new ownership and all that happened, I could see him coming back, but not with this ownership and GM. Nah. Luca really
Nah,
wanted to be on the Mavs. Yeah, that's what it just showed. That's what I have nothing else I need to see. That tribute video just shut everything up like completely. Like that's crazy. We were showing a tribute video for Luka Doncic. This man was crying out there.
still calling it them his teammates on accident.
Well, and don't
Yeah,
forget, y'all,
you don't
Luca's
cry during the tribute.
European. He ain't gonna just cry out there in public.
And that's what I'm saying. You
He
don't
ain't
just
an
cry.
American man. He ain't gonna do that.
I've never seen anybody else. Same thing I was saying to Toronto. I've never seen any other player cry doing a tribute video while they're still playing. Usually during retirement videos, they cry when they're like Jersey going in the air. That's because we're the only team that traded away a guy that wanted to stay here forever. That was generational.
Yeah.
Man, yo, we're doing a tribute video for Luka Doncic already. We were just talking about we got the replacement for Dirk. We were just talking about that. How lucky this is. Man, it hurt.
All we needed was to replace Maxi. What a dream.
That guy was crying, man. Like he really wanted to bring Dallas a championship. That's crazy. That mean that one of his mentors was Dirk, one of the guys they didn't mention on the list of folks that you should be like. Damn. Hmm.
And I can't say I blame Dirk either. I think I'd have sat at my home, just like we're doing, join somebody's playback and
Hmm.
enjoy the game. I don't think I'd have been there.
Nah, and plus Dirk said that the Mavericks pushed him out. He haven't been working with the Mavericks the past 2 years. They pushed
Yeah,
him out
I
as well.
wouldn't want to
Damn,
be
Dirk
stuck
is
in the
there.
middle of that.
Apparently, Dirk
Did he
is there
see?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dirk's there. Dirk was going to be there.
Oh,
He's
okay.
there.
Always gonna support Luca.
Yeah. Hold up, Mark Cuban's wearing the AD jersey. I told y'all. Y'all know that if y'all don't stop allowing Cuban to separate
It,
himself from this nonsense, if y'all do not, bro, Mark Cuban is fake. He's fake, man. He's fake. Yes.
Wait, who is that next to Dirk? Because that ain't Jessica.
Oh man, come on, you snitching, Jay?
Dude, I'm just saying that ain't
You
his wife.
you snitching, Jay?
I
I'm just
ain't.
saying you
Hey,
bringing
I'm
attention.
not.
No, you snitching, Jay.
I think the cameraman is snitching, man.
Oh no, you snitching, man. I ain't even see. I wasn't paying attention.
Hey, I know Jessica. I was like, that ain't John.
Hold up, you know
Look at
Jessica?
look.
Are
You
you
know
snitching
what, man?
again?
Look at Real.
Are we?
Look at Real. See? No, Jessica's his wife's name.
I know. That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
saying.
You know Jessica? I'm like, what are we learning today?
You know what, man? I'm gonna go back to mute. Yeah. Yo, just hating, boy. I tell you.
Snitching, bro. I'm telling you, just like,
Real,
whoa.
real,
Trying to,
real. You too. Real came in the comments. Is that the real real? Is that
that's the real one
R
that time. That's
I?
the real We're gonna start calling Big J TMZ. That's his new name. Make that
Uh,
your player, Big J.
you
TMZ.
know what? I'm going back to mute, man. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Nah, Big J, you can't leave, man. You the only person to talk.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, PJ. Ooh, over AD.
Ooh, wait, did he go at
Nice, Max.
that cone? Did Martin? He went right at that cone, didn't he?
this would be a good game for Max to step up. He needs a big game tonight.
Okay,
And I like the young man. I'm rooting for him.
Luca
Trade baby,
collapsing 4 people on him.
trade baby Kobe back to the Lakers. I don't deserve him. Trade him back.
I'm really interested if Gafford and PJ don't find their way there this offseason.
Well, they're still under contract for next year, so
Yeah, so is Maxie and Dodo. I can see Maxie and Dodo coming back to Dallas for Gafford
oh,
and PJ.
whatever.
Y'all think I'm joking. I'm being
You're
dead
just coming
serious.
up with just hate trades, man. You need to shut up. You're
Hey,
just
you
coming up with
Right?
hate
guys.
trades. We want to trade
Dang, dang.
everything for a bag of chips. That's all you want.
Big J, we gonna have
Mm.
you right beside us. We got the seat warm, right? When Nico make that dumb trade for Kevin Durant, and you like, all right, blow up the whole organization, we're gonna say we told you,
No,
Big J,
no.
come here, come
Once
sit right
again,
here.
once again, what did I say? If Kevin Durant trade gets announced, the AAC might go up in flames, and I ain't gonna say
That's
who
what I'm
did
saying.
it.
We got the seat right beside us. That's what I'm saying. We warming
I
it up.
mean, look,
But
Hell
what they
yeah.
say.
you laughing right now until it's gonna be painful. We gonna already be done with the pain. We gonna be like, we understand, Big J. You gonna be like, I need a hug. We gonna be got you, Big
No,
J. But we
what's
got
Man,
the
what,
seat
I'm
what's
just
the
warming
wrap
up
email?
for you.
I just wrap my mind around it. I mean, I'm expecting that trade, and ain't but certain players can be in it to make the numbers work. I'm already accepting it.
If the
Well,
Mavs
that's the
fail
thing.
this year, if the Mavs fail, the main reason why I still think it's 50-50 on like going for KD is because I can see him doing a dumb move to try to make it up. Like now they're trying to clean everything up instead of like what they're pushing the mess under the rug, I should say, instead of officially just cleaning it and just saying we're done, wipe clean and just start over or whatever, or not even start over, just start clean. They don't want to do that. So I can see Nico saying, okay, you know what? I got to move already for that one to make this one work, and then going for KD. And then y'all like, damn, he really went for KD.
Well, but King, I don't know. There was an article a dude came out yesterday, a couple of days ago, talking about what they're wanting for KD. Talking about multiple win now players,
They're
multiple
not
Yeah,
giving it.
draft picks.
Luca wanted
They're, they're,
$300 million
that's what I'm saying.
contract. He didn't
They're
give it
they're
either.
That's
they're not
right.
they're not they're not Big J. That's what
Oh,
again. That's what they're yelling right now. They're gonna yell as much as
so
they can.
Nazi.
When it comes down to it, the Mavericks have enough to get Kevin Durant.
Well, but
When
the
the
other
Nazi.
problem
offseason comes
is,
to the offseason, the Mavericks will have enough to get Kevin Durant.
well, I was gonna say the other problem though that they got is
Big
they're
gap.
11 million. They're 11 million above the second apron next year. So they said that they either
Gotta
got
be
to
a
get
third
below
team.
the second apron, huh?
They gotta be a third team. You about to say?
That's the problem. Like I don't. So you have to have somebody that can just absorb salary because we
Hey,
can't absorb salary. We can't take back
didn't
enough to
didn't
absorb
Nico
salary.
didn't Nico get over on Danny Ainge already? Didn't Nico already get over on the OKC Thunder? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying Nico the type of guy that think he the smartest guy in the room. No need to play like we don't know that.
I heard he was the dumbest guy in the room. That's what everybody have been telling me the last 2 months.
Exactly. And you said Kevin Durant traded the dumbest room in the dumbest trade in the room.
But
So
no, like
putting
I
the
said,
dumbest
the
guy in the room
numbers.
make the dumbest trade in the room.
So you can put together a bunch of numbers, but like I said, that they don't want what we'd have to send to them to
Yeah,
get KD.
and I understand that right now, Big J. That's what I'm saying. Right now, they don't want it. They're trying to get the most they can get for
They
KD.
want
And,
Houston in the
They
package.
want Houston's
but
deal so
Houston
they
ain't
can get their
getting that.
pick
exactly.
back.
And KD's value, I don't think Houston going to do it because Houston going to
Yeah,
win
that's
around this year. Houston going to win
that. I
around, and
think
they
so
going to
too.
realize that KD's value is what I'm saying is I think nobody's going to want KD this year, and Nico going to think he's smartly getting KD, and it's going to be like, but bro, nobody was going to do that for KD. That's what I think.
Well
Nico may
said.
make that type of
I think
move.
if OKC doesn't make the finals, they're gonna get KD. I know that's
They are,
crazy, but
but I
God,
don't think OKC would give the house up for KD back to get KD back.
They don't have to
I
though.
just
That's
don't
the
think
thing.
they
They
could
don't have
bring
to.
everybody back
No, no,
though.
no, no.
They're,
But
yeah,
what I'm saying, you saying they don't have to. You saying what? But y'all just said a second ago what Phoenix wants. So if Phoenix wants that, then
Oh,
they are going to have to give up the picks, right?
but like I
well, I
said,
think it
they
could be
got
a multiple
multiple
team
picks.
trade. Yeah,
Well, no, what I'm
Just
saying
multi-team
is,
about
trade.
getting salary leave young players and draft picks for 38-year-olds. But I'm gonna
that's what I'm
ask
saying.
you that. But ain't nobody gonna give me that.
No, I know, and so the reason I'm saying that they can do it because they have multiple first round picks this year. They have at least two, maybe three first round picks, and they
They,
can't draft all them dudes.
and
So they
OKC,
could pass.
yeah, but they're not going
OKC.
to get that up for Kevin Durant, though. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, if bro, this is get a guy for his retirement tour. This wouldn't be we getting Kevin Durant because
That's
Kevin
where he
Durant the
started.
best piece. I'd rather play Chet than Kevin Durant. Like, and they don't have guys I think they want to give up for Kevin Durant. That the Mavericks would give up a
Oh,
PJ
I forgot.
Washington in there.
Here's the problem. I forgot the other problem too with the Kevin Durant deal. Is Kevin has already come out and said that he named 5 teams he'd go to, but beyond that, he wants to immediately sign a 2 year extension or he won't go. So he was saying like if you don't give him a 2 year max, 140 million, 100, he said he won't sign. So you're giving up everything for a 1 year rental.
Yeah, and Nico, no, Nico gonna sign him.
Nah,
You, He just Big J. What
I
Kool
got
Aid you on right
Nico
now?
showing to the
He
Nuggets.
BJ, I'm
just
not
he
laughing at
just
you,
said
man.
70
he
You
was
million.
know I
gonna he
respect
just
you.
said he was gonna give Kyrie a max when he signed right away. He
Okay,
said
but
that.
that's you talking about 100. He's making 70 million. He'll be making 70 million a year. They say it's like
He
140
he
million.
said he was gonna give Kyrie a max right away. He said he was gonna give a Kyrie a max before he gave Luka one.
Kyrie's max is lower than that though. Kyrie's
I
2 year
feel
max is
it is, but still to say that is wild. That means he already has an idea of who he will give a max contract to.
There you go.
He already
Don't
has an
don't
idea
don't.
of who he will give a max contract to. It's not you thinking like right now, okay, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's one of his guys. That's a guy who'll give a max contract to.
I don't think anybody's
He's
dumb enough to give Kevin Durant 140
You
million
man. He's
over
got
two
that work
years.
ethic. He stays in late.
yep.
He comes in
All right. You
early.
thought I'm telling you, I didn't think Nico would say the same thing about Kyrie beforehand, and I thought Kyrie deserved it, but we knew what Kyrie was going through, those situation, the injuries and all that stuff. So we needed the proof and all to say, Kyrie, do what you're gonna do, stay be be this leader and all that stuff. Nico already had the idea before Kyrie even proved it. So what I'm saying to you is he has an idea of Kevin Durant already doing that. You saying, well, come here and do that. No, he has the idea of that ESPN mentality if they already the second best player in the league and all that stuff when they healthy because of their work ethic and what they can do. That's what Nico thinks.
Yes, sir.
Nico will sign that guy like he gave him a shoe contract. Like one of the guys is that have a signature shoe for Nike. Yes, that's Kevin Durant.
I'm
Come on
telling
over
you,
here, do this farewell tour, be the big three that you like to play under with Kyrie and AD, and ride off into the sunset and become a legend. If y'all tell
Good
me
first
that
quarter,
ain't
Luka.
Nico's MO, I don't know
you
which.
said KD
I don't
going to
think
the
we're
Lakers. That's
watching
what
the
I just
same
heard.
thing.
Is that what you just
Oh
said?
no, not a chance, not a chance.
You said LeBron gonna
If
give up
The
all his
only
Is
salary to
that
give it to
James?
and
KD.
hey, Big
if
J, the
the
only
Lakers
reason why I say not a chance is because LeBron and KD actually do not like each other. The only way it would work is if the Lakers traded LeBron for him, and I don't think the Lakers would do it.
if the Lakers got KD, that would be a dumb A move again. That's dumb as well. Like if KD is making that max money that Jay talking about, or want that max money, if you give him that, that's a bad contract.
But that's the thing. Nobody's gonna give him that, and that's the thing. And
Yes,
nobody's
they
gonna
are.
give them all that
Yes,
they want.
yes, yes, they are.
You think
Yes,
somebody's
they
gonna give?
are. Yes, they are. Yes, because of the idea of Kevin Durant. Yes, they are. That mystique, that idea of what KD does, same way Phoenix got rid of their team or whatever for KD, let them take over the team from Devin Booker. And yes, they are.
You talking like
BJ,
okay?
BJ, I
Y'all
make
talk
fun
like
Kevin
of it.
Durant Kevin Durant came off of knee surgeries and Achilles injuries. Phoenix gave him their team coming off the finals. Kevin Durant had already came off of that missed years. Phoenix gave them their team coming off the finals. Big J.
And it's
And
also no
Najee's all over the
coincidence that
place.
BJ named that Kevin Durant named the other two Texas teams.
ooh.
That brings them in my.
Ooh.
I mean, well, I've been watching this for a long time, BJ. Maybe I'm wrong, but I honest to God feel like it's already done. The deal's already in the
Najee.
works.
Nah, people want to say that, but dude, it doesn't fit on either side. So no, it's a dumb deal. And I know y'all want it to be because right now you're hating the Mavs, but it's a dumb deal for both sides. It doesn't fix either team, and it doesn't give KD what he
Check
wants,
him
and
up.
it doesn't give Phoenix what they want. Phoenix needs to get below
I
the second
agree
cap.
with you
We don't have
100%.
enough cap space to do that. We can't absorb his salary
It
into the
it
cap space.
it does. I think y'all keep thinking about these. Phoenix don't just need picks. Phoenix not that bad. The Mavericks that equal Kevin Durant. You one of the best teams in the West again. You not would
Who?
can decide I'm off Kevin Durant. I'm trying to because you want to keep one of them. You don't want to just let your whole squad go. You want to keep something for tickets and all that. If you want to salvage something with Kevin Durant, you can get pieces that equal Kevin Durant's contract from the Mavericks if they want him, and be a contending team.
You telling me that the Mavericks would not give up Daniel Gafford, Najee Marshall, and
I don't.
ship playoffs just to make the numbers
It
work?
wouldn't. It would. Marshall doesn't work. I think the numbers it has to be. Doesn't it have to be Clay,
It would have been
Gafford,
like PJ
and
or
PJ?
something like
Yeah,
that.
you'd have to get
Yeah,
PJ. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I don't think any.
and
I
I
know
think
y'all want to say how stupid, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. To say, oh, we're gonna trade
I
them three.
agree.
they
Oh,
traded away
Najee.
Luka Doncic.
I
Oh,
understand
I
that, but y'all
absolutely.
just doubling down on, oh, well, they're gonna do the next dumbest thing ever because they did a
They
dumb thing one time.
oh
They're
my
gonna do
goodness.
another dumb thing
right.
another time.
Hold on.
I agree.
Jay,
What?
listen to what you're
I'm out
saying
of it.
right now. You just said they did the dumbest thing ever, and now we doubling down on them being dumb. Yes, because they dumb. Why would we not double down on them? Why are you doubling down on them being smart? If they did the dumbest thing ever,
Well, I think
that's
picking up not picking up KD doesn't mean you're not smart or dumb. I just think it's passive.
yeah, they're still trying to clean it up. They're still talking about this guy work ethic and all. That's all we trying to say. Like, I'm not even saying KD gonna be here, but to not think the Mavs will be included or try to is crazy.
I think the only thing that can keep it from going through is if Houston jumps in. And I don't think Houston's willing to give up their Jamal, their Green and the other Jalen. I don't think they're willing to give up both of them for a 38-year-old KD. Same way with Dallas. Houston is a young team. Dallas
Yeah,
isn't a young team anymore.
But remember, Houston's been
Ariel,
trying to
and
split up.
OKC is a mildly young team that needs veteran experience, and they're not going to be able to keep
yes,
everybody.
but
I generally think that.
they've got
I
to a
mean,
different level though, is what I'm saying. Like, so the Suns missed out on them. The Suns missed out on getting what they could get from them. Houston got to the number 2 seed and all that stuff now. And like I said, I think they might win a playoff series. They're not going to gut their team for Kevin Durant. That does not
They
make
don't have
sense
to.
anymore. You now have you you're not going to give up the picks. They don't have to give up them. Why would they give up their picks? Like, they not way at a point where they got to give up picks. Why would they do that for Kevin Durant? And then they still got to make
No.
the money match. That
Well, no.
that
So
doesn't make
what?
sense for what Houston gonna take. I'm sorry, Phoenix gonna take Fred VanVleet.
They could take Fred VanVleet and Jalen
That,
Green because Houston's been talking about splitting up Green and what's the name, Shingun. They said they don't think they fit together. They've been saying that the last 2 years that those two don't fit together. They think they're both great, but not together. So if they can
I
move
know
Fleet
they've been
and him and
saying
then
that
throw one pick in.
before. They've been saying that before, though, but now they're the number 2 seed. That's what I'm saying. Context changes things. They're the
All
number
right.
2 seed now with Shingo and Jalen Green. Why would you now give up on that instead of build? Come on, Jay. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Jay, now we need you to think logically with everyone else now. That's what I'm saying. It feel like you're defending the Mavs and taking everybody else and be like, this don't make. Bro, that don't. If that was the Mavericks the opposite way, why would we trade away that for Kevin Durant with the number 2 seed now?
I'm thinking for that scenario to happen, BJ, Houston will have to lose it. They'll have to get swept and blown out
Yes.
and made look
Yep.
bad. If that happens, then they might send their picks back and go for KD. But if they
yeah, I
don't,
don't think it's
I think they're gonna gamble on Phoenix being bad, and they're gonna keep their picks. Now that's just me.
Yes.
I ain't always right.
Yes. Keep them damn picks. You go ahead and do that. OKC, like I said, they don't. Who are they trading? Who would OKC right now trade 1 for 1 for Kevin Durant?
they're not
You don't
trading
get
one
One
for
for
a.
one.
one, they can.
You can't
I
do
know,
one
I
for
know,
one. Yeah.
I know they can't. No, hold up, no, that's not the. I
Yeah.
got you. They can't. Hypothetically, though, who would they trade 1 for 1 for Kevin Durant?
I
You
mean,
probably have
I'm
to do something
asking
like.
for Holmgren and Dort.
If I'm stumping y'all with that question as far as that, well, you got to think about it. Then
Well,
why would
no.
they gut their team for Kevin Durant?
I'm saying salary
Chet.
wise, you could probably throw some combination of Hardenstein and J Dub or something like that, and then a pick.
Yeah, I think Hardenstein and J-Dub are going.
You think they would get rid of J Dub and
Yes,
picks for
I think he
Kevin
will be
Durant?
going
For
if they don't
Kevin
make the
Durant?
finals.
Yeah, he might be right on that, Keith. J Dub's going to get
No,
expensive.
I don't think they're getting rid of J Dub. They might get rid of Hartenstein and all and picks.
Yeah.
They got a max. Why would they get rid of J Dub for Kevin Durant?
because they also got to max out what's his name too. So I tell you, they're
Yeah.
looking at deals because they got to max out Chet
Got you,
and J Dub.
but you're not giving anybody that makes it better though. Then just wait for J Dub to be a free agent and have to do that. Like trade him at that point. Why would I get rid of him for Kevin Durant right now? For Kevin Durant, I'm talking about J Dub being the number one seed if we don't make the finals for a guy that's eliminated right now from even making the play in. Why would I trade
Yeah.
J Dub for him? That's making 50 something million that wants 60 something million. Why would I trade J Dub for him?
I tell you
I
what,
don't think
y'all,
it's
while
gonna
we've
happen
been
like that.
discussing this, the Mavericks
Y'all
have
saying
rolled around and
y'all
put a
making
good
dumb
half
y'all
together.
everybody dumb but the Mavericks. That's how I be feeling. Like why they gotta be dumb? Because they gonna make that dumb trade, but the
I
Mavericks
don't
Well,
think
not
it's a
no.
actually
dumb
making
move
the
for
dumbest
OKC
trade.
though.
Well, even for Houston, it's
So
not
you would
dumb
give up
actually because
picks. I already passed on that. Maybe it's not a dumb. I think it's wild. I would not give up the damn all my picks in J Dub, who just made the All Star team this year, for Kevin
Oh, I
Durant.
was
no, honestly, Houston is the
right.
better deal
No, I
because
see what you're
Houston
saying.
already has their picks, so they would just be sending Phoenix's picks back. So they don't have to send them. They don't have to send Houston's picks. They can just return Phoenix's
Yeah, they take
picks.
it, but Phoenix's picks, like Richard said, are horrible.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you give up their picks back?
I
They're
mean,
about to be bad.
what BJ's saying could unfold, but it would take Houston, excuse my language, it would take them getting their ass beat in the first round and getting sent home. Now,
They
it's
just
possible,
That might happen.
I'm saying it's not impossible for them to go. What I'm saying is the Mavericks are on that list as well. If
But not from.
all I'm saying is
Well, I
if
agree. They'll be
they have
shopping.
they they have Phoenix, they have they have
damn that
Phoenix
man.
pick. Phoenix just missed a play in, y'all. Do you know how valuable them picks are right now?
Oh, I know. But here's the thing. But and you keep discounting the fact that, like I said, KD just like Butler's already said, he's named the teams he will go to, and we ain't one of them. He came out earlier and said he didn't name the Mavs. He
But
rejected.
he put the other
He's
two
listed.
Texas
You
teams in
gotta
there,
still
BJ.
go to where you want. This is based off of Kevin Durant saying what he want right now, still believing he Kevin Durant right now. When Kevin Durant only get one draft pick or something like that, when stuff change and we see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This ain't the same Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant's value is now low. I don't think
Yeah.
it's like Kevin Durant no more. I think he's now at a low
And I
point.
Well, he don't
and
understand
I
that.
give
Is
it
what
to
I'm
you,
saying.
King. He's gonna go to where the closest dollar amount is to the max contract.
Yes. So it's going to be
Uh,
a dumb
but
rule because then OKC would have to give him that max contract. OKC not giving Kevin
the
Durant a max
closest
contract.
dollar amount.
I mean,
They might would team for the 2 years, but I can't see them doing a 3 or anything like that.
No, he can only do
y'all,
2 years at this point because he's already
you can
over
only
the
do
he's
two
over the age
years.
limit. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
everybody about to come up. J Dub about to come up. So you're not going to give J Dub in a contract. You're going to give Kevin Durant a max, though.
Oh no, no, I'm not saying what I would do. I'm just saying the
That's what I'm saying.
possibility.
That's they could do it. They could do it if
Yeah,
they just dumb. But that's what I'm saying. Like Kevin Durant won a bunch of money. Jay just said, like $60 million, right? Ain't that what he asking for, Jay?
Yeah.
OKC gonna give him 60 mil?
Ooh,
well, they got to pay somebody, King.
Well,
that
that's
was
what I
a
So
tell
they
you.
nice
gonna
My
one.
thing is,
so
I don't
instead that's
think
what I'm
he's
saying,
worth it at all.
instead of paying their homegrown guy, you saying they're gonna bet on their fans and say, man, we don't give guys money, we don't give our homegrown guy something. We're gonna get a guy back and give him the whole max though.
I mean, it could be the whole fairy tale that
Uh,
he's coming back here to win a championship where he started foolishness. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's what.
Man,
If,
I feel you.
if he's doing his retirement tour, I mean, it doesn't, it fits the narrative.
Would Chicago have given Scottie
Uh,
Pippen a max for his last year when he went back?
Well, Scottie
well,
Pippen
If
was
he
no,
would
but
have,
no
if
Scott.
he would have, he
Chicago
wouldn't
was
have
but
already
but
given
they
like,
didn't
him.
want to give
but
Jordan 30
KD,
mil.
but KD can add value to OKC. I feel like.
Not a OKC, the number one seed in the West, y'all. Okay. All right, never mind. Bro,
I'm
Cat not
just
even
saying, if
Cat
okay, that's right.
Cat's not
If
worth
they
his
lose,
contract.
if they don't make the
I don't
finals,
think Cat worth his contract. I don't think Cat's worth
I'm
I
being
wouldn't
a,
give Cat his contract.
we're all
right?
doing hypotheticals. So my
Yes,
hypothetical is
Yeah.
if
yes,
OKC
that's right. But
doesn't make the finals.
I wouldn't give Cat his contract up.
Okay, hold on. In this scenario, does OKC? What if OKC doesn't get out the first round again?
I'm
Right.
not giving
Because
KD a max
oh,
contract.
I don't want to give KD a max either. I'm saying
You know, now that
I don't think
So
any
why
is
would
team wants to give him a max contract.
yes, I'm
I don't
saying
think
why
Right.
would OKC give it to him if they're not gonna pay their own guys? So they're gonna say we're gonna trade away old
Okay.
Kevin Durant for a farewell tour.
Okay. So in the same breath of that, why would the Mavs, give him a max contract?
because they're saying that the
Nico
Because
Mavs are
would.
so retarded they
because
have to give him a max
Because
because
contract.
they're dumb. I know they're
there you
dumb.
go,
They
Big
made a
J.
dumb move,
There
but
you go, Big J. Because the Mavs have
right,
already proven that they do stupid stuff.
right.
So you can't make a mistake and learn from that mistake. You got to, oh, okay, I got to keep
They're
going.
they're not learning from it though. They're doubling down on it.
Hold on.
It'll be
The
different if they were
only
trying to
team,
learn from it. They're doubling down.
the only team that's done that is the Suns. That's why they got Beal because they made the mistake
Hmm.
of trading for KD, and then they turned around and made the mistake of
And
trading
made
for
another mistake.
Bill because KD
And,
wanted Beal with him because
and
he
they
was like,
made a
oh, we need a
mistake of
big
not
three.
hold up. And they gave a mistake of not giving DeAndre Ayton his contract. And all that happened after the new owner, didn't it?
That blew up the
Aiden was before
team,
the
man.
owner, I
Didn't
think. I think
didn't
That's
Aiden
all
was
that
crazy.
before.
happen? Didn't all that happen after the new owner?
I thought no, I think Aiden was before the new owner.
No, no. I think Ayton was after the
Wasn't it?
new owner. I think
I
it was right
thought
when
I
that happened.
thought
That's what happened.
I
Right when
That
that
thought
was
right
like
when.
KD
his
was the
first.
first thing. I think KD was the first thing he did because he wanted
Okay,
to make
well,
a
Katie.
splash.
Either way, let's scroll it. He
Yeah,
did that. The new owner did all of the last two moves, right? The major moves.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that was kind of petty of the damn Sun. I mean, you didn't want him. You wasn't gonna pay Aiton, and when Indiana offers a deal, then you match it on a then $200 million contract. That you did that out of spite, and then you didn't speak to the
Yeah.
guy. You paid him like a star to run his career. And that's after trading Booker and Johnson. I mean, I consider the Suns a bad organization. That's just
Well,
me.
So
to let you
when
It,
know
you
how
my,
bad it is.
it, well, they made the Luke.
Well,
Okay, so we all agree the Luca trade was bad and everything. But if they weren't willing to pay Luca the max contract, I just don't see them being willing to give a 38-year
But
old
KD
AD a max
did
paid.
contract.
did you
He
hear
comes
did you
in
hear why
early. He works
did you hear
hard. He
why
got
they
that
didn't give
Mamba
Luka the max
mentality.
contract, Pasquale?
Yeah, of course. I've heard all of it.
So why wouldn't they give it to KD? The
Because he
reason
wouldn't
they
give
didn't
it
give
to
Luka
the.
the contract is because of his effort and all. Is his effort? But they say the way he works, the way he goes and works out, the way he stays away from the team when he gets hurt and all that stuff. Why wouldn't
They
they?
also said, and I don't agree with them, and it's BS, but I also said many things. I also said they're building for the future, and I don't see them giving a 38-year-old max contract to build for the future.
Well, they traded away a 25-year-old for a 32 year
I
old.
know. I
So
know.
what?
32 ain't
I
38
agree.
though
So
either.
so
I
32
oh my
ain't
agree.
38.
oh my goodness, y'all. So what I'm just trying to
Two
say, like,
things can be right at once.
how are two things right here? They just did what you just said they wouldn't do.
Hold on, a 32-year-old is not a
I
38 year
didn't
old.
say.
38
They traded a
is the end of your career.
25-year-old for a 32-year-old.
Yes.
But King, you're
That
saying to
that
trade
ain't that
two
ain't building for the
25-year-olds.
future. That ain't
King, hold on,
building
but
for the future.
King, you're saying now that they're going to trade two more 25-year-olds for a 38-year-old. That just
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
once again, you're
because
Exactly.
they
making this
traded for a
dumb.
32-year-old. Yes, yes.
32 and 38 are not the same.
Oh my good. Never, okay,
What
Hold
about
on.
Clay at 36
okay. A lot
or
of folks would say
35?
a lot of folks would say KD better than AD right now.
Nobody would say that. Nobody
Yes,
who
they
I
watches
would.
don't.
basketball
I
would
would
say
Yeah,
that.
never.
y'all tripping. Y'all, that's what
And
y'all
they're
making
dumb
stuff up
folks.
now to be with the Mavs. Y'all are
Hold on,
tripping, man. Y'all are
No, it's
tripping right
not.
now. A lot of folks would not say KD better than AD right now.
what is KD doing?
No.
KD's losing.
Okay, that's not what,
He's still scoring 30 a game.
bro. I'm talking
Wow, and
about the
they're losing.
casual. I'm talking about the casual media and all that. Would they not
Oh,
say that
well, screw them.
KD is? If they ranking their players, a lot of players. If we say ESPN, who's the better player? Most of them
Oh,
gonna
well,
pick
nobody pays
KD over
attention to
AD.
ESPN.
Do we not agree?
Well,
I'm
no
saying
one's
who's paying
ESPN
attention to
here.
ESPN.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
I'm
okay,
talking
but
about
we
Nico.
all disagree.
We're talking about the Mavericks, not y'all. That's what I say. Y'all keep
Yeah.
switching to Logic. You keep switching to Logic.
Where
I'm
Nico is
saying the way the
illogical.
Mavericks
After
Ego
that.
think,
driven.
not
He's
the way
not
y'all
logically
would
driven.
think.
Same way as
But
that
King,
bald
hold
headed
up,
man right there. They're driven
King.
by ego. I'm not letting the kid hit off of this either.
No,
No,
He's
I get it,
evolved
King.
up to his
I'm right
calling.
there with you. I just
Yo,
don't see it.
okay, bro, hold up. We had if we did
Woo!
a redraft, if we did a redraft of the 2018 draft, Luka would be first, Jalen Brunson would probably be third. We had both of them the same year. They've been gone on the Mavericks watch. Out of one draft, which might be one of the top 10 drafts of all time, got a chance to be a top 5 draft of all time. We had the number 1 pick and the number 3 pick in that draft.
That should have made up for the
Nice,
curse of
man.
never getting a first. It
We had the
should
number
have.
1 pick and the number 3 pick if we redo that draft over again on our team. Drafted that one season, and neither one of them on our team anymore. But we built it for the future. Come on, man. I got you. We going to agree to disagree then. That's
but you're also
Maverick.
blaming two
I
different. You're blaming two different regimes, because the Jalen
No,
Brunson
I'm not.
thing
That was
Oh,
Nico. That was Nico.
that
That was
was
Nico.
hold on. That was Mark. That wasn't Nico.
It was
Mark is the
Mark,
one
but
that screwed that up.
Nico was there. Nico was there too. No, Mark
Hold on.
screwed over the contract at the beginning, but Nico screwed up by not giving him the contract.
I think
Mark
Mark was the one
screwed
that was
I
up
in
by
charge
might
of that
be
not
wrong on
negotiation.
this
Mark
one, y'all. I
Mark
don't think
screwed
the
up.
Cuban ever had him. I don't think the Cuban was planning on paying Luca
Yes,
the
so
max
here I go.
contract either.
Mark Mark screwed it up by not giving a normal restricted free agent contract. That should have been on Jalen Brunson. I agree.
Yep.
Wis- But Nico messed up by taking the offer off the table and not giving him that whatever for 47 or 57 million dollars that Jalen Brunson would have signed.
Now here's the question: was that Nico or was that Mark? Because I think that was a Mark thing. And I'm not
Mark
trying to
Cuban,
give Nico a pass, but I
Mark,
think that was
Mark
Mark
Cuban,
trying to step in and say,
Mark Cuban said he didn't. Jalen Brunson on the show said they were talking about how it went. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm no longer. Why are we using logic? They're all together.
Yeah.
Like just
None
let
of us
them be
know.
together. They are all it's like they don't want to be separated. They're all together. Let them stay together. The decisions of all are all of theirs. They're a committee. Didn't they say that? They're a committee.
Yep.
Let them
Even
be a
Cynthia
committee
Marshall was in
then.
there. That
If
might be why Cynthia left, y'all.
so said, let it be a committee. Stop thinking one on one. They're a committee.
All jokes kidding right aside, y'all. That might be why she left. She might have realized what was going on and didn't want to be part of it, which proves she's as smart as everybody thinks she is.
It's a committee. Rick Welts is now in the committee. You feel me? Like they got a committee.
I think Nico needs to go to the Nuggets so he can send Jokic to the Lakers.
That was a good one.
that would be a terrible team, though.
It might happen anyway. Look, that organization has paid money the last 2 years. They don't want to pay money. I'm thinking they don't want. I'm thinking Denver should get out of the Joker business. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think they are.
Well, he's upset with the team, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
mean,
is.
Who who did y'all say was upset with the team? I'm sorry.
Joker.
Oh, upset with the yeah. But why isn't I know. Why is nobody blaming Joker though for all of this?
because he's
No,
Uh,
I
Joker.
didn't say nobody. I didn't say that the Joker has no fault.
I'm not
yeah.
saying you, Big J. I'm here. I'm talking to the media again. Why is nobody blaming Joker for all of this?
But he didn't
Well,
just fire,
it's
get coach
crazy because you
fired.
know
He
when
got
Joker
his
came
other
out,
GM fired.
Joker talks about holding paychecks for his teammates if they
Yeah,
don't like get better. This
because
year,
Calvin Booth, they said Calvin Booth did not want Russell Westbrook, right? They said Calvin Booth did not want him. They said Mike Malone wanted to play him over the younger players and all that stuff, and Calvin Booth did one of the other guys we played. Mike Malone wanted it to happen, so I guess the owner fired both of them. Said y'all can't get together, whatever like that. They always say the GM and all that. Well, your GM asked for Russell
But
Westbrook.
when you pull that trigger, King, isn't that you standing up and saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking my company back. I'm the
Yes,
boss,"
yes, that's basically
and
what's happening
you
because
regroup from right there. And that's why I'm
they
saying,
told me
with
to
all the
see.
animosity, it wouldn't shock me if Joker's out of the
This
league
Luca.
next year. Is
Yeah,
all I'm
I think
saying.
Joker. I've already said Joker might be gone. The Nuggets kind of backed into a championship. Same thing with the Bucks. They're not a dynasty. Everybody crowned them too early, but
Yeah.
they may be gone. But the Mike Malone was such a dynasty coach. I'm still waiting for him to coach the Denver Nuggets to a dynasty. It ain't happened yet. You feel me? The Denver Nuggets done lost it. This is a crazy season though, y'all. When people say conspiracies about the Lakers though, it's stuff like
Well,
this is when I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
hey,
I'm
look,
not
you've
trying to be a
already
conspiracy theorist, but like, how did two teams that were damn near top four teams in the West fire their coach going into the playoffs? I've
Oh,
never
it's
seen
crazy.
something like this before. I've never.
And when they did it to was it Memphis last year? He was like
No, Taylor was there
second
last
place.
year, wasn't he? Yeah, and this year
Yeah,
Or,
but
Memphis
they
or
was.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and this year Memphis was
What's his
still
name?
a
Like
playoff team.
but then they
I can't
said it.
remember. It was
well,
just firing these coaches with winning records. Like
Well,
well,
they,
with
crazy.
that
everything that
happened
we've
last year too,
seen
though.
so
Remember
far this year,
with
y'all,
the Bucks.
would it really shock
Yeah.
anybody
Oh,
if
the
in this
Bucks. That's
off
right. The Bucks.
season that you
The Bucks
see
did that
That's
last
Lori
what it
year.
was.
Marketing, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Joker, all three with new homes next year? Would it really shock any of y'all?
It wouldn't shock me, but the Bucks still did it a little earlier. It was before the All Star break. You feel me?
It
They was
was.
still
But they were
questionable.
still number
I,
2 in the East, and
yes.
it was just
So
Yeah,
I'm with you, Pascal. That it was questionable. They it's 6 games. It was 6 games into the playoffs, and these teams are in the playoffs, and they fired their
right.
coach. This whole philosophy, your
Crazy.
whole year has been built on the coach's philosophy. You about to go in the playoffs, and they fired him. I've never seen two, and it happened twice.
Nah. Crazy.
yeah. The thing I don't get though, they said that Ja liked the coach, and they said they were talking about the new offensive scheme, where they're basically doing a 5-out ISO. They don't run screens and all that anymore, which I'm like, that don't even make sense. It makes it harder for all the players. So I
I
have
heard
no
the
idea what they're
opposite,
trying
Jay.
to do.
I heard the opposite, Jay. I heard Ja didn't like the coach. I heard he
No, they
didn't
didn't
like
say
Taylor.
it. I saw a thing where they said he actually liked him. They said that's what people thought is that he didn't like him, but they said no. They said
Okay, so
that
Ja
it's new,
did like him. Okay,
because what they're saying is that the new coaches want to bring this scheme of everybody doing ISO moves. So and Ja doesn't do that. Ja has to work off screens to get open.
so
Which
did Taylor get fired because he's not holding Ja accountable?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, he's still acting
Is
up
that
after
why?
he's gone.
So is it the opposite? I fired him right now, obviously, but is that why maybe why he's gone then?
Well, King, my
Because
question
they
is,
want him to be held accountable, and Ja just giving up $75,000 fines and all. That's nasty. Like that's
yeah,
Dang,
nasty.
they
And
didn't
then
bring
throwing
him up
King,
the ball.
grenades and
that's
stuff after.
different too
That's
with
nasty.
Jenkins. I mean, I actually think Jenkins is a good coach. I'm not saying that
Yes.
about Malone.
Yeah, I think Taylor
Yeah,
Jenkins is. I think Taylor Jenkins is a good coach. I think Taylor
Didn't
Jenkins
we
gonna get a
just
job
sign
right away.
D'Lo?
Yes, we signed
No,
D'Lo.
I thought it was
Yeah, they
no. I
did sign
thought
him.
they said they can't do it until the 10th. They said they announced they
I
were
thought
going to
they
sign him,
signed
but
him.
I don't think.
Oh,
No,
okay.
they
Well,
announced they
it's
will
the same
sign him
thing,
later
damn
this
Jim.
week. Huh?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, okay.
same
He
thing.
is.
They got the
Oh,
verbal
it's
agreement.
early. Okay. Well, I was just wondering because I saw Caleb Martin bringing up the ball up the court, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
because
can't. He can't
he
sign until
can't play
tomorrow.
yet.
He can't
Yes,
sign
he
until
can't play
tomorrow.
yet
Okay,
because he can't sign. He ain't technically
gotcha.
signed.
Could have used him in this game.
Oh yeah.
Cause you know, Caleb Martin's
Big J,
not bad. Caleb Martin's not bad. Bring the ball up.
yeah,
I'm not
he
saying
can
he's
do that.
bad. I'm just looking
Shh!
for.
Don't say that. Don't say that
Big
because you
J.
gonna
I
hurt
hope they
King.
Okay.
rock with the same team for you guys though. I do hope they don't get this craziness and do this craziness for y'all. But I'm just saying, I'm being realistic from the outside. I do think it's a possibility.
I think it's
It's
one of those situations
possible.
where all they gotta do is do like they need to bring in the point guard. Like I said, maybe Dimon, that 6'9" point guard, and let Brandon be the other point guard, and then figure out the last spots.
And I agree with you. I'm with you. They should do that. But I thought they should have just got their team healthy this year and ran with it, and they'd have been
Yeah,
fine. You
yeah.
feel me? So, and
I
then
understand.
nah.
Yeah,
Hey, y'all,
King. I would say I would.
Jimmy, the guy they talking about from BYU, I like the
Yep,
young man.
that's different.
I think he's got talent, but St. Josh Giddy. It might be 3 years before he's any good. His
Well, no,
defense
well,
is
no, hold on.
questionable, and his shot isn't that good. Now the young
Well,
man can
young
pass.
thing.
Okay. Y'all like
I just
Derek
want to
Queen
know
from
what
Maryland?
happens. Huh?
Yep.
I
Y'all like
I
Derek
think
Queen from Maryland?
Derek Queen pretty solid, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I think I don't think Nico's gonna do another big swing. I mean because I hear what you're saying. His incompetence leads us to think that he's gonna breed more incompetence. But I actually think all this heat and him cowering behind like the not even really watching the game, but it's just in the tunnels. I
In the
think
tunnel. Yeah.
I don't think he has it in him to do another risky trade, and a KD trade like that would be risky AF. I think he's gonna play it safe.
You're now.
well, I
I
think
hope
he
y'all
loses the rest of
I
the
right.
I
fan
thought
base if he does it.
I thought about that as well, Glenn. And I'm like, that would be a smart move, right? Like you cower and you realize this is crazy. Why am I doing this? Okay, okay. But I think that he actually is. I think he might be a coward. I think he may be a
Well, that's
diabolical coward.
obvious, King. He
Like I
ain't
think
out
that
in the
he may
audience
just be a
tonight.
guy that's fine being the rat, being the snake. I think he may be okay with that. And if I'm thinking that might be the case, then that's why I'm saying I don't know if this scares him. Like he's okay. He's the guy that pokes fun at you and hits you and then runs because he's super fast. But he's like, oh, catch me and don't knock over your trash cans and all that stuff. That's what I think Nico might be. And I don't think he's done. I think he's doubling down on it. I think he's fine being against the Maverick fans. They're doing this.
And I would have still disagreed with Nico, but y'all, I would have at least respected him if he'd had his ass out there in center court, out there. Come on, bring it out. I'm out here. I made this. I'm gonna live with it, right or wrong. I would have disagreed with him, but I would have still respected him.
Well, we now got a
King,
guy
you're
that's
out.
made great. We've got a guy that's made good moves, great moves, and very, very bad moves. I don't think his vision was to pair KD, AD, and Kyrie. I really don't think that was the plan. And I think anytime anybody's up for a trade now, Mavericks are going to be part of that media conversation, and people are going to spread it and just be like, "Oh, well, the Mavericks are going to do this, or Mavericks are going to do that because we made the most foolish trade ever." So now it's just like it's a punching bag now, and I just don't see them picking up KD. I don't think that was like whatever vision he had that we disagree with. I just don't see it including KD. I just really don't.
I hope you're right.
I hope I'm
And I
right
think the
too.
owners, I think the owners learned too. The owner like he's like, wait, they're booing me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't understand
We're acting
what
like
was
this
going to
is
happen.
like the plan. Like
Yeah.
we're seeing the Suns crumble, and then KD's available, and he's wanting to go elsewhere, and it's like, oh well, Nico's going to get him, obviously. And I just, I don't know.
Well, the
Yeah.
Suns were bad last year, and a lot of people were banking on them being bad again this year. That's why the discussion's been on who has all their draft picks and who Houston would want. That's how the Devin Booker trade talk got started. Is what if they don't
Hey
want
guys, what's up?
KD? Well, then to get their draft picks back, then they got to offer Booker. Yeah, I don't see them doing that, but
Now they
Now
did.
is
They
Luca
did say
but
there is another option if they waive. I mean, if they can't trade KD, they may have to stretch waive Beal,
I
which would
saw
be
that. That's
crazy.
crazy numbers, BJ. That's almost 30 million a year for 4 years.
Well,
They're
so no,
gonna
they
give.
said it's 40 million. It's 40 million the first year and then 19 million for the next 3 years. But
you
he's making 53 million next year and then 57 million a year after that. So it would actually get them below the second apron by just doing that to him, and then they could move forward without being above the second apron.
are you guys watching? Is Luca
What?
going for 70 tonight?
Yeah, he's going for
Probably.
Yeah.
60 or
Yeah,
70.
he is. Yep.
I was about to say Luka's just cooking.
Yeah, they've been enough of us.
Watch this. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit that. Luka would have hit it if he shot it. I
Even
guess.
through the bickering tonight, we with somebody every few minutes has brought us back to the game. Hey, there's actually a good game going on.
Yes, this is a great game.
Yeah.
And Exum's available. Has Exum been in the game? I didn't check
Not
that up.
yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question to ask all of everyone here. Do you think Mark Cuban knew that the owners were uh that the guys that own the Dallas Mavericks now, do you think Mark knew that they were stupid in terms of like basketball? You know what I'm talking about?
Um,
I think. Well,
Probably.
I
I
think
think
what
I would
Mark
Mark's.
imagine
Cuban
he
thought
would.
he was gonna get to run things,
Yeah,
See,
and Nico pulled a fast one and usurped his power and did what he wanted to do. When you pay $4 billion for something, you're
yeah,
gonna do
I
what
think
you
Mark
want,
Cuban
not
wanted
what
to turn
somebody else says.
$250 million investment into $4 billion.
He wanted to he
Like that.
had his cake and
That's
eat it
what he did.
too, and
yep,
it didn't work out that way.
yeah. He said that they had a
Right.
handshake deal, which I don't know why they would do a handshake, but he didn't have
Yeah,
anything in writing that said he was going to keep running. He said it multiple times after the
It does.
sale that he was going to keep running it, but
Yep. Big J and I remember Larry saying that same thing, and I was like, Larry, that ain't how business works. Mark Cuban that foolish. Y'all say Mark Cuban that dumb?
I don't think he's dumb. I
you
think he
gonna get
just
them
wanted
there
the money.
Oh
eventually,
no, you.
too.
Oh my. How do y'all not? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm
hold
using the
on,
wrong word. I'm
I mean, he
hold
is
on.
hold on.
dumb. I'm just
I
saying
may be
it
using the
wasn't like
wrong
his.
word. They say maybe I'm saying the wrong word. He thought that he was going to give away billions of dollars of company, get a handshake saying, and I'm still going to run things, though they now have
Yep.
this company completely.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that that
Hold on,
that ain't smart.
No, I
King,
think he's just a little
King.
two faced. That's it.
Hold on. So
Oh, I
here's the
agree with
thing,
that too,
King.
Pasquale. Yes.
Yeah,
Remember
I
what we
think he's
said
just a little
before,
two
though.
faced. He wanted the money. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he's a
look,
lot two faced,
right.
but yeah, that's a different argument.
Right. 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 Right.
I said a while
I.
back though, what I think was I think we give Mark a lot of credit for having two good decisions. You know what I mean? Because before Mark Cuban started
Y-
broadcast.com and sold it for $4 billion, he
Yep.
was managing a bar.
Yep.
And then he
Big
came
J.
out here
Oh
and
my. I love you, brother. Keep finish your
Right.
statement. I love you, brother. You
and I
all
said,
that
and
stuff you
so
say. Please keep continue.
because like and we see him on Shark Tank, we think, oh, but once again, Mark is down on all his Shark Tank investments. He said that recently. Mark
Yep.
Lost
once again
money
turned a
on
two hundred
all
and
of
fifty
them.
million dollar investment in the Mavericks
He,
into a for $3.4 billion sale, a $3.5 billion sale, and he thought, "Oh, I'm smart enough where I'll just sell him the thing and I'll keep running it, so it still gets to be my toy." And he said both the league and the other people was like, "Wait a minute, no, they're like they're majority owners, they run it. You don't have any say besides that of a minority owner." And he was
yep.
thinking, "Oh,
Yeah.
wait." So,
He
like I
is.
said, I think we give him credit for like this genius, but he ain't. He had
Right.
two good
He
deals.
He
I think
backed
that's
into
his
two good
persona.
deals. Yep, that's what I say. He backed the Yahoo thing and the Maverick thing. Like
Yeah,
running the Mavs, I tell y'all, Mark Cuban, one of the reasons why Dirk is underappreciated. Whether you like it or not,
Yes.
it's Mark Cuban fault. The
Absolutely.
reason Dirk can't walk right now is because of Mark Cuban. Like,
yep,
and
That's
yeah, it's great
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that Dirk got him one. So with Dirk getting him one, it's like he again saved Mark Cuban. You feel what I'm saying? He saved
yep.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
well. The sad
Mark
part
Cuban has
is
been not that great. Like he has been I
it's
guess
like
just
BJ just said.
I think
He
Mark
gets a
Cuban loves
couple
the
yeah,
of
he's
hits
Mavericks
been an
as a
a
issue.
year.
fan,
Remember, we used to
but he
lose
also
playoff
loves
games
money
now because of
more.
Mark Cuban.
Well,
Well,
he
do y'all
gets
not
a
remember the
We
other
couple
used
of
to
thing?
good
lose games
Listen,
moves
because of
every
Mark
now and
Cuban.
then.
no. Here's the question.
But then he misses 5 or 6 times. And like Big J says, we hang on to that 1 or 2 times that he was right and overlook the 10 times that he was wrong.
Yes,
Right.
Well, the reason
he's
he
been
sold the
wrong
team.
more times than right. Way more
Remember the
Yeah.
main
times.
reason he gave. Remember the main reason he
Yes.
gave for selling the team was he thought that the broadcast rights were going to go down, the broadcast deal, and it went from 2.5 billion a year to 7.4 billion a year the year after he sold it. But he said that he was like, well, I need to figure out a way to make money because we're not going to be able to make money off the TV deals anymore.
Yep. He's a broken
So
clock that's right every 5 years, and then
That's
he
20
tries he
years.
tries to use
Well,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Hey yo,
He tries to use that to delete the rest of the stuff. Like think about what we just said
yeah,
before this Lucas stuff
but
and
King.
all that happened. Jalen Brunson, KP was signed to a max contract. Like
Yep,
all
yep,
he does
bingo. Yep,
dumb things over and over. He
the
literally said out
stupid
his
Steve
mouth.
things.
Nash,
Yep, Steve Nash. He said out his mouth that the draft don't matter. Like
the 20
Mark Cuban, no
the
center.
That's
Giannis,
why we had to bring
Giannis,
Unique
Howard and Giannis
Wait,
Antetokounmpo.
hold on a second. Wait,
All
King.
this stuff has
I
been
mean,
failures. Dirk,
refusing to
if
put a
Dirk didn't
good
give you
center next to
I
2011,
Dirk
think
for a decade.
who would Mark Cuban be if 2011
Mark,
didn't happen? That's the
Mark
question.
Hey yo, King.
right.
Guys in the chat.
What up, Logan?
Mark.
Did
Oh,
there were a couple things going around, and I want to ask everyone here if it's true or not. But I heard that Kobe wanted to play with Dirk. Is that true?
yeah, yeah. They
Yes.
had a trade in
Yeah.
place. Yeah,
And Mark
Oh
Cuban
my
gonna
gosh! And he
always
missed
tell
out
you,
on that.
no, he
yeah.
didn't miss out on it. That's not that. The
Something happened with the
Lakers got
Lakers.
the Lakers kept him. The Lakers
Yeah, the
kept him.
Lakers
That's
Oh,
kept
not
him.
a
okay. All right.
Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is the king of what ifs, though, right? You see how he always does that, though. I almost got this guy. Who the hell cares? Who the
I
hell
told you they
cares?
had a
Almost
deal.
got
I
Mark.
almost
Dwight
got Paul
Howard.
Pierce.
Almost
I
got
almost got
Uh,
Shaq. Who the
yeah.
hell cares?
King, remember I told you they had a
This
deal in
is
place
what
to
I
get Yao
understand.
Ming on draft night that fell through. You know, there's all kind of stuff.
This is,
Yep.
I understand about Mark Cuban is he's a guy that is a Mavericks fan, but he loves money more than the Mavericks, and he got out of this because he has other, whatever the hell he wants to do now with his
Plans.
pharmaceuticals
Yeah,
and
he had
all
other
that.
plans.
It's his money.
Yeah.
It's his money. But he loves the Mavericks. I'm not that doesn't defend him or anything, but he's a Mavericks fan. He wasn't a smart owner. I mean,
but
he
his
made a few
kids
good
are not.
decisions and
It's
many mistakes. He loves money. That's all people need to understand about him. He loves money more
yeah,
than his
and
love for
that's
the
fine.
Mavericks.
And Pascal,
Period.
I'm okay with owners. Here's my thing. We already know who owners are, right? We know what most owners are like or
Yep.
whatever, the way they appreciate money and all that. We got you. That's fine. My thing with Mark
Right.
Cuban is that why he lies, he manipulates, he tries to act like he's
Mhm.
one way when he isn't. He can just shut his mouth and say less, but he always
Yeah,
says
he's a
more.
liar.
That's my
And
issue
he
with
ends
Mark Cuban.
up
To
in
try to
trouble.
save face. Yes.
I agree.
Because people have to think he's smart. He has to make people think he's smart and
Yep.
knows what he's doing. And it ain't my fault. You know that.
Bro,
Because he
That
needs
was
people
how
to
can
stupid
invest in
Jalen
right
him
right
Brunson
too.
there what
walk for
you just
free? It makes
said.
no sense.
Because I tell
It
you,
makes
there's so
no
many
sense at
egregious things.
all.
Like, I still think that not bringing back the 2011 championship team to defend the title was a dumb
Dumb.
idea, you know?
Dumb.
It's the
Completely
worst
dumb.
idea.
Another dumb. It's dumb, Big Just I'm saying so many ideas Mark Cuban has done. Dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. He went and got Chandler Parsons and gave him money over Dirk. He's dumb. That's dumb. That's
Pavel
Yeah,
dumb.
but what
Podkolzin, Evan
I
Eschmeyer,
think the dumbest thing
you know?
Dumb.
he's done so far is sell the
Dumb.
team to a bunch of people that don't know basketball.
That's what I said. That's why it was great that we won in 2011 because nobody expected it. It's not like Mark had built a juggernaut and everybody expected it. No. No.
Well, I remember watching that, and at the time, like everybody else, I was behind LeBron and going into that playoff series. But y'all, I watched Dirk go insane
Yeah, he just
and literally say, "This is my
literally.
last and one shot to get a ring, and I'm not letting nobody f it up for me." And Dirk
Dirk
went
became a
supernova.
superhero.
I
He
don't
became a
think God
superhero in the
himself could have
playoffs.
beat Dirk that year.
He
And
became a
excuse my
superhero in
language,
the
forgive
playoffs,
me,
man.
but
I told people he almost had 30 points on 50, 50, 90.
yeah, I mean, I've never
Come
seen a
on.
player go like Dirk did that playoff series, y'all. I
Dirk
don't
went
think
Super
anybody
Saiyan.
could have beaten him.
But here's the point, like we talked about, King. What would happen next year if he would have brought back with Caron Butler, who missed most of the season? If you would have added him to that team, you know what I mean? That way, Dirk wouldn't have to carry the whole load. But and you still had that defense, that would have been crazy. But They blew it up.
I don't know, man.
I
Honestly,
mean,
I'm happy
to
for him.
hang on to Chandler
I am
Parsons for
extremely
so
happy
long.
for Doncic that he left. Sorry that he got traded. I think it was the best thing that could ever happen to him, honestly, if you want me to tell you the truth. Because now he has a chance to win multiple, you know?
I
So,
think that's the part that's hurting all of us is that we agree with that and we just don't want it to be that way.
Yeah.
Well, plus we already see he
I
wasn't
think it
going to get
makes it
the.
harder right now because you see Luka still reeling from not being here. Like it's obvious. He's like, I wanted to be here.
oh yeah, yeah,
Uh,
of course.
makes it worse.
Wait, and
I'm greedy, y'all. I
I'm
would
not sure. This
still
is
love to
also
see
another
Luka just go back
question for
there.
the people in the
Mhm.
chat. Could the Dallas Mavericks also have gotten Giannis as well?
Yeah, they had a chance. We traded down in the draft to go get Shane Larkin because we need to free up. I think it was like 289,000 to be able to go after Dwight Powell.
Oh
I mean
my
Dwight
gosh.
Howard.
Yep,
Sorry, Dwight Howard.
yep.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, we dropped down 3 picks to save that money, and that we could have had Giannis. So
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
remember the money, but I did remember Dwight. Yeah, Dwight was involved in it.
that's because Mark. I mean, who was it? Donnie wanted Giannis. Donnie was freaking out trying to get Giannis, and Mark was like, "No, no, we need that money. We need to be able to give him a max."
Yep.
Damn.
Y'all know Donnie
Man.
and his European players. Yep.
But I mean, Giannis, he was
So
right. Giannis would have been it.
Oh yeah, no, he was right a lot of times. I mean, a lot of those European players he found was good, but a lot of them wasn't, and a lot of them would have
damn.
been better if they'd had a center next to them.
One of the greatest power forwards of all time, next to Dirk at that time.
That's crazy, man.
Who y'all taking? Mavs or Kings?
Who cares, honestly? Here, you know what? I'll go with the Mavs. Shoot, I don't care. I'll go with the Mavs.
Right. Sabonis
If
versus.
Brandon Williams is actually an NBA player, then I'll take the Mavs. If he's
Hey, come
not,
up on stage,
the
Rail.
Kings are gonna kill
Man, we've talked like this before. I don't know what you guys don't see. And Brandon Williams has played so much good basketball over such an extensive level of time. I don't know what else he has to do to prove he's an NBA player because I think he is. I
him.
think he's going to surprise.
I'm not saying that he's not. Just
No.
that's the
I think
talk.
the only thing holding back
Yeah.
is the height, and I think he'll be okay, and I think he'll be good in spurts, but I don't think he'd be like starting minute level player. You know what I'm saying?
I think he could be like Trey Jones, the little point guard for San Antonio, who's like 5'11", 180 pounds. A good
Yeah,
solid backup.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
can't
That's
argue
what I
with
think he
him
could
on
be.
that.
Excellent.
That's what I said. Next year, I'd love to have him here next year so he could be here if we have, like I said, if we get the 6'9" rookie or if we get Nolan Traore, the 6'4" dude from France. Either one of them, I think, would be solid, and then between the two of them can give you about
I
30 minutes
actually
at the
like
point.
him too, BJ Curry.
Oh no,
I mean,
Traore got some.
those are two good picks, but the cat from BYU, he gonna need a minute.
Well, I know he's going for his shooting, but like I said, if he can facilitate, because I was watching some of his passes,
Oh, he
man,
can pass.
his he's at 6'9", he's got that vision. Like I mean, where would you find a 6'9" European point guard? You know what I'm saying? With court
Oh,
vision, that's.
yeah, no, I'm a fan of him, man. I'm
So
not
Embiid.
against him.
I know I'm messing with y'all, but
I got a
Pasquale,
PJ.
did you ask about the King? You asked about the Kings and the Mavericks, right? I would take the
Yeah.
Mavericks. Just I want to
Yeah,
give my
same here, King.
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
I'd take the
I
Mavericks
took
based
our
on the
size.
but it's not a free bingo space.
Right.
I wouldn't be
All right,
surprised
King.
if the
I
Kings
think our
won.
size, it's right. I think if we use our size to our advantage, we can, we could probably make it to the playoffs, 8 seed.
It's the it's the defense. If they can play the defense they're supposed to be playing,
Right.
then the Mavericks can make the playoffs. If they don't, like right now at half allowing 60 points, so they're on pace for 120 again to allow, then no. The Mavericks got a chance to lose to the Kings. Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan got a chance to go off.
And
I
do you
don't know
think
how
that's
they're
a
gonna get.
Jason
I
Kidd
don't know
failure
how they
right
can
there?
score
Just
with
not.
them.
Do you think that's the Kidd's coaching? So used to just out trying to outscore folks versus well, then again, last year we became a defensive monster, but we also
Yeah.
had Luka, who doesn't play defense on our team. I mean, I remember the last stretch of the season, we were the number one defense.
Well, here's a question though. So,
So
do you guys think? And I know this is if we were to get the, and I don't want us to, but if we get the 8 seed and we go up against OKC, being that we've beaten them multiple times, and I know it's different in the playoffs, but I don't think OKC could handle the size. What do
I,
y'all
right,
I
think?
told you I don't. I
I think
felt differently when they had Kyrie. I
Yeah,
don't think the
yeah.
Ma- I don't think the Mavericks can beat OKC. I think they're gonna make y'all turn the ball over a lot. I
yeah,
think they're gonna make
they
y'all turn the ball over
scramble.
a lot, and they're gonna run on y'all and score that way. Because if y'all again, your defense has to be stupid. If they keep
Yeah,
playing
dude.
defense the way they've been
Crazy
playing
stupid.
now,
Yeah.
OKC is going to make them turn the ball over and run and
Yep.
score on them.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I don't think
Their
this
their
Mavericks team,
superpower
the
was
way
being
they
a
are, can
dumb
score enough.
front line. That was their
Yeah.
superpower. They're not playing
You're
that
right.
way right now. If they're not playing that
We're
way,
missing
then
an elite shooting guard, and who could be a point guard. Our point positions is so important right now, and I could see a lot of Exum playing over B Will because he wants the defensive efforts of Exum because he has length and everything.
yeah, here we go. Yeah, I told you, y'all be defending these Mavericks. The
Any
Mavericks done,
team,
bro. Swanson, the Mavericks defense has been, bro. You got that stat, bro? Can you post what or whatever they said about the since the trade, the defense before the trade, after the trade,
The
the defense
Lakers
for the
with
Lakers?
Luka
Like, what are we
has a
doing,
better
man?
defense than the
You said just
Mavs.
because it's a good, the deep didn't they just lose? They was losing to the Clippers. The Clippers don't have a great offense allegedly. They were letting up points to them. This ain't the only day.
King, any team that plays Spencer Dinwiddie, you're not winning nothing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Is that
Hey,
K Choice?
What's up,
what
oh
up,
my
man?
K?
Is
God.
that
I'm
K
like, we just
Choice?
saw the Clippers. The Clippers just put up 100 or whatever in 3 quarters back to back against the Mavericks.
And you see what AD doing, and the Lakers don't even have front court.
Well, I mean, Lord
It,
forbid if
Tone, it,
Spencer's
it is
off,
defending the
how are we
Mavs
gonna be
because you
able to
just told
score?
me it wasn't. Tone, you just told me that it was because it's a great offense. When literally they just did it to a below great a mediocre offense the last 2 games.
Damn it, Rudy.
The la- the last 2 games. So I'm not even talking about this game. I'm just saying it's another time they doing it. They were just doing it to the. Oh, never mind, man. Never mind.
Wait,
Is
what are
eight
we even talking
is
about
is
right now?
AD is AD hurt right now?
I didn't
That's
say
the
nothing
last
about
time
having a
he's ever
good
been
defense
healthy.
in OKC. Who says Tone? What is it? Having a good talked about that. I said that they
Yeah,
gonna beat y'all. I didn't say because OKC defense is better. I said that they're gonna make y'all turn the ball over. They made the Lakers turn the ball over a bunch of times, even though they gave up a bunch of points. I said they're
Yeah,
gonna make y'all
you're
turn the
right,
ball
King.
over a lot, and
Yeah,
they're
you're
gonna
right.
run and score. You're not winning games like that as the Mavericks as far as outscoring guys. You have to shut
Right.
them down and play
No.
defense.
Yeah.
if Baby
Look,
B
there's no way that the
Our
Mavericks can
pace has
beat
gone
OKC.
so
There's no
down, I
way.
think.
and Brandon Williams can give you 20, then the
And why?
Mavericks
Because Kyrie's
has
out.
to make a playoff
AD's
run.
okay, but he isn't great. And
And
this
that's
is a
a
crazy
lot of pressure
conversation
to
we're even
put
having
on
right now.
Brandon Williams and Baby Bean. But if they are knocking down shots and the Mavericks can play defense, they can still beat anybody. but that's a
Yes, the
lot of
Mavericks
ifs.
No,
have to play. They have to play that defense. It looked like when they were playing against Houston and all that when they first came, and we were like, "Uh oh,
Yeah.
this is them" and all that. That's the defense they need to play to have a
Yeah.
chance against teams in the playoffs because it's playoff time. If they want to have a chance against playoff teams, they need to play that type of defense, or they have no chance.
And Baby Bean or Williams has got to score. One of them has got to go off and give you some points, or
bro.
both of them.
In all
You can
honesty,
protect that.
the Mavericks should be
Oh,
killing the Lakers. They on a back to back. The Mavericks are trash this year, bro.
Thank you,
well,
Kay.
yeah,
They
of
on the
course
back.
they
They
are.
on the back. They on the back to back as well because he's saying allowing the 60 to the Lakers and all that. They're right. They are on the back to back. Good
Bro,
point. Thank you, Kay. I forgot all about that one too.
the Mavericks haven't played a game in 3 days, bro. We got man, bro. This is terrible. This is terrible.
what happened? What happened?
You playing Spencer
Well,
then with it. Why? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no
Yeah, that
way.
was a thing.
Why is you playing
I,
Spencer then with it?
I still love you as well, Tone, but I'm never gonna let you get away from that finals experience though. I'm still waiting for that one. Now we're gonna stay around forever, Tone. Me and you. I never agree with that finals experience.
Bro, Najee
that's
gotta
an and one right there.
Najee gotta go up on those, bro. Najee, you gotta go up, man. You got Luka in the air, go up, man.
Yeah, Tone. I think so. It
Nice.
ain't about them doing what the Lakers doing because screw the Lakers. The Kings can do what can score as well as the Clippers can. That's all I'm saying. Like the screw the Lakers right now. They on a back to back. They actually scoring less than they should be scoring, probably because they on a back to back. The
And you got
Kings.
but the thing is, with the Mavericks, you got PJ Washington playing in a way he shouldn't be playing, bro. Like PJ not a facilitator.
He's just not a three.
Like
Yep,
PJ,
Yo,
and
guys,
that's
call me
another
crazy.
reason why I think they might trade PJ Washington because he's not
Thank
a
you.
three.
He's not. I
the
Even
love
though he
PJ,
has
dynamics,
but
to
he's
come
a
off the
four.
Call me
bench, he's
crazy.
not a three.
the dynamics of this
Yeah,
team is way off.
yeah. Call me crazy. If Doncic hadn't gotten hurt and if Kyrie was still playing, I think the Mavs could have gone back to the finals.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
could have
We
won
passed
it.
that, Logan. We
With
thought they'd have won.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
all thought we were gonna
Yeah.
win the championship. We all say get healthy, they were
yeah,
gonna win.
exactly.
Yeah.
We got a whole theme on the show. Go, you gotta go watch the last
But
week
they
talk
blew
Mavs,
it up,
Logan.
King.
I
Yeah,
think
I
They
That's
know.
what
blew it
makes
up,
it
King.
so heartbreaking.
the dynamics are off on this team is because we don't have a legitimate offensive setter,
You don't have and
point
you don't
guard.
have a leader, and you don't have a leader
Yeah,
at all.
and a leader. Yeah,
You don't have
Kyrie's
you're
gone.
missing a leader at all. You have no leader at
Yeah,
all on the floor. There's no
right.
leader. Now there's guys that that's trying to be leaders and do all, but you're real leaders. You have neither on the court
Right.
right now. One is injured and one is gone.
And I think something squats in PJ. He's not the same player he was a month ago, y'all.
Bro, the
Who,
Mavericks should
PJ?
just be dominating in the interior of this game. They should just be dominating the interior.
King, I thought the same thing, bro. Like
It's
it
Jackson
makes
Hayes, bro. It's just Jackson Hayes. That's the only guy that's 7 feet. You
he
got
not even 7 feet, King.
that's what I'm. He not seven. I thought he. If he not, then
No,
that's even worse. That's what I'm saying. You
our
should be
dude not even
dominating
seven
the
feet.
interior.
Look, and to be honest with you, the Mavericks was doing better with Gafford in the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This don't make no sense,
I was about
bro.
to say that, Kay.
They was doing better with Gafford in the game. This, bro, what is they doing? Like,
They messed everything up.
if you want to get a game to the Lakers, fine, that's fine. Sit AD, sit um the night, sit them, man. Well, you ain't gotta
That
sit
doesn't
AD.
really
Yeah.
matter. We're locked in the 10th.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
You
done.
you're not
The
getting.
Mavericks
look,
gonna be the 10th seed. So none of this matter. They're gonna be
You ain't gotta
consistent.
sit AD. You ain't gotta sit
This is
AD.
all theater.
AD can get the cardio. He terrible anyway.
Jeez, I feel
I
bad for
think
AD
they
though. When
just
I sit down
call
and
it.
actually think, I hate that AD going through this. AD a champion and all that, man.
I
They
know,
shouldn't have
man.
involved AD in that, man.
Now,
They
you know
shouldn't.
what, King?
That championship don't count,
I'm gonna
bro.
have to jump
Yes, it
in
do.
there.
That's a
I
bubble
lived
champ.
through AD's foolishness with the Pelicans. You know, there's a certain thing called karma. It
Yep,
normally
yep,
comes back
yep.
and gets you.
Oh, Richard, I forgot all about that. That's
Yeah, I
all,
wasn't
folks, and
letting
all
that
that.
one go.
Yeah,
Richard
you're
throwing
right.
bombs.
That's all, folks. Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm
Jeez,
still here.
jeez.
I do think that AD has a good heart in terms of like the intention. You know what I'm talking about? He seems like a
Yeah, I
real
think
nice
he's a
guy.
good person.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
Yeah, he's a
not
good dude.
knocking his character now. That ain't. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Maxi Kleber's a good man,
You're
but
not
I
pulling
don't
a
want him on
dig.
my team.
yeah. There's no bad. I don't think there's no bad dudes as far as playing on the team. I'm okay with all the guys. Like I hope the best for all of them. But AD in this situation though, he gonna always be associated with his trade.
And he was in the
He
karma
should not
thing
be
is
playing.
fair, but y'all, there was
Yeah,
nobody.
AD shouldn't even be out there right
So
now.
so another thing. This is why I say watch out for them making a major move. Bro, I don't know reaction. AD and Kyrie may both start the season not playing.
Yeah, it's true right there. Yeah.
AD and Kyrie may both start the season not playing.
But if you're
Well, because
really
Kyrie tore
title
his
hunting
ACL.
and you need AD at 100% to win a title, don't you insist on him getting the surgery this off season and just going for it whenever him and Kyrie are both healthy?
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
Richard. You don't.
asking.
Everybody,
I'm not
most.
telling.
No, no. You're asking. I asked it the other day, and I think most folks in here said they think they would not be surprised if AD gets surgery after the season is over because
Yeah.
they can see what's going on. Basically, that he probably shouldn't be playing, and he's going to go under the knife, which means he may not. And AD already got it and said he takes his time away from basketball, and then he picks up the
And if he
basketball at a certain time and all that. Not saying anything right or wrong with it. I'm just saying this is what he does.
And if he
AD may not
doesn't
start
get
the
the
season.
surgery, then I'm really horrified going into next year because I will not trust him to stay healthy if he doesn't get the surgery.
That man
Tell me
got
I'm
a
wrong.
he got a torn like groin, man, or either he got a major hernia or something like that. Like
Yeah,
something needs to be done.
I'm thinking borderline hernia for it not to have healed as
yeah, I think
long
it's
as it has. And
If it ain't,
that's
it might be. That's what I'm saying. It might be torn off. He might have a muscle torn off the like his head might be torn off the pelvis.
and I mean all
It could
that
be
can
that.
heal with surgery and
Yes,
a little
he
bit
needs
of
surgery.
time.
He needs
But
surgery, or he's gonna be weird. Fat. Now, I don't want to say weird, but he's gonna be having issues forever if he doesn't probably have surgery. He's gonna get used to being hurt.
yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. I think he's probably going to have surgery. I wouldn't bet on him not having surgery. How about that? I would think he's probably going to have it.
so I mean, big picture looking at it, if you could, you still got everybody here. You got Najee has stepped up another level.
yep.
Yeah, there's pieces there, y'all.
As I said, Gina Kim, the wrong side of the ball is what I'm worried about with them. Point Najee going to destroy OKC. I got you. As I said, you just saw what happened to the Lakers when they lost Luka Doncic yesterday against OKC. And yeah, that's emotions and other things as well. But you saw what happened. You saw during points of that game when they were going and OKC was getting runs because they were turning the ball over and all because Luka and LeBron was being lazy with the basketball. All I'm
He
saying is it would take a lot. the if the Mavericks aren't playing great defense, they have no chance. Like the OKC are a favorite for a reason, and if the Mavericks wanted to have a chance, they needed to play to their strengths. And if they're not playing to their strengths, which is their defense allegedly, then they have no chance to beat OKC.
But King, like, let's be honest. The Mavericks have no strength. Like,
Well,
man, listen,
That's why. That's why. K. That's why I said allegedly.
like you have no strength. Like you want to talk front court with AD, Gafford, and Lively, bro. Look at what they doing right now. Anybody that say they got a strength, look at what your front court is doing right now. Like at the
well,
end of they not doing jack, bro.
hey,
Bro,
people are counting on the fact that Najee goes off on OKC.
you need
Y'all,
you
I'm a
need more
Najee.
than
I mean, I'm a PJ, not Najee. But y'all,
PJ.
PJ's not playing. He's not that PJ no more. They
Bro,
got him playing out of position.
we
There
gave
you go.
we
There
need
you
we
go.
need a point guard. We need a point guard badly, right? We just gave away a point guard that got 30 points in the first half.
35.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm sorry, that was supposed to be washed.
bro, and but not
That
only
that
did you
played that played against these guys in practice. Minus AD.
hey, and King, he was the X factor with Oklahoma. He's the
Bro, he the
X
best player in
factor.
the league. Why would
Oh,
oh my god,
hold
they
on,
traded away the
King.
best
yeah,
player in
he
the
is.
league.
Yeah.
It
King,
hurts every
listen.
time I think.
Speak it,
Look,
King. Speak
this
it,
is
King.
what's crazy. When the late last night when he got ejected, the Lakers was down one. He gets
No, they were up.
ejected. They lose
They
by
were up.
13.
K. No.
No,
They were up one
they
when
were
Luca
up
got
one.
ejected.
Okay, they was up
Luca,
one. I got it back.
Yep, Luca had came back in the game because we were watching the game. We sat here and we said they gotta keep it even during the non-Luca minutes as he went out the game.
Right.
He came back in the game,
Yep.
went right at Hartenstein, made that floater, went up one, taught this stuff to the fan and all that stuff. It was talking trash to him, and he threw him out, and then OKC went off. Luca
But
He
was
listen,
thought
destroyed.
Luca was fixing to
when
put
you
him
look at
away.
both teams, the only player that changed is Luka. Like he's the X factor. Mavericks ain't beating Oklahoma.
That's the reason why the Lakers can now beat Denver because they got Luca. That's
They
the
go
reason why the
look.
Lakers. Hey, you tell me this, K, because I was told some things. Shout out to Rel. Why was the Lakers defense 21st in the NBA before the trade, but it's third since?
It's simple, bro. It's
What is it?
simple,
It's scheme.
bro. It's easier to me. They play team defense now instead of individual defense. When
Why
you
you play
got a
team with a better defensive player?
but when you got a player that make your offense easier, you can play hard on defense.
Yep, you do everything for that player because he that dude, right?
I'm gonna say that again. When you
Because
got
you
a
go
player
fight
that
for him.
when you got a player that make it easy, one prime example, PJ. PJ, we love PJ. Oh, PJ, let's go. Why do we love PJ so much? Because he sold out on defense. He didn't have to
Yep.
do much on offense. Bro,
K choice.
hey,
You saying Lively will get 10 easy points from 5 easy dunks from Luca, so he didn't do much on offense, so he can go
bro,
out
hey,
there and show his butt off at the rim and all that stuff on
hold
defense.
on, King. Let me trip you out. They just did a play. They posted AD up on Luca. AD gave the ball up. Come on, man.
Well,
Luca
look,
can't
I'm a
play defense
Jackson
though.
Hayes fan, but y'all don't get it twisted. For all these people that are acting like Jackson's better than Lively, y'all are crazy. Lively is a good center. He is far better than Jackson. Can't
Jackson
tell
just
right
having
now though.
Jackson just having a Luca effect right now.
There you go,
The same
King.
way the same way Dwight Powell looked like a decent center when he was
Nice,
healthy
man.
before. You feel me?
Man,
He's having the Luca effect.
he had the white Powell looking like the second coming of Baby Shaq.
Not that far, but he was making every bucket though.
It made it look playable.
Man,
I'll go that far.
it's not that I'm upset. Like, I'll be honest, I hate watching Luca in the Laker uniform. I hate it. But I'm a
Oh, we all
realist.
heard it.
I'm a realist though. At the end of the day, cut Spencer Dinwiddie. Now AD hurt. Oh man,
I
I
hate
think
I hate that I'm already seeing a
bro.
tribute video for Luka Doncic. Okay.
Bro, I seen that man in tears, bro.
Yeah. That meant he wanted, bro.
I was
They
supposed to be
gave
an
away
old
a guy
man
that was
when
gonna
we
give it
saw
all
that.
for the organization. That was giving it all for the organization.
That
They
tore me
traded him
up seeing that
away.
man in tears, man.
He was crying, man. I don't have to hear anything else. He was crying.
Dude had me crying out here.
I ain't
Yeah,
going that far.
right. Now I will.
Yeah, I wasn't going that
Yeah.
far either, K, but yeah.
Hey, they ain't paying me. If they were paying me, I would have cried. Look, I would have got few. I would have got some tissue and wiped my face. I ain't getting paid. I ain't finna cry now.
No, I just
With the
felt sorry for
Gatorade
him. You know what I'm saying?
tissue logo facing out.
Man, look, y'all know Spencer didn't with it, sorry. He had 80 wide open in the post, and he threw the ball out of bounds. Come on, man. That dude need to be cut. He shouldn't be on this team. Man,
Bro,
but
why is that a
he on the
foul? What the hell
minimum.
happened?
He on the minimum. Spencer's on the minimum. Y'all know he's on the minimum. That's what you gonna
He
get.
doing too much, K. He not doing
Yeah.
minimum stuff. They asking him to be Spencer Doncic.
He
He
can't
can't
beat
be
no
Spencer
spit.
Doncic.
Look,
And
this
that's what
fool
they
can't.
They
telling him
just
to
gave
do.
Luka a lane
He can't even beat
violation.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And that's why is he starting?
He can't
Because
even
they
beat
need
Spencer
him.
Dinwiddie.
They have no choice.
Yo, do you want to know my whole thing? I think Doncic and Kyrie hid a lot of the flaws on the team because they're so great.
Oh,
I,
absolutely.
I don't I don't think they had flaws. I think the team was great. I think everything was complete. I think without them, you lost Luka.
But,
He
but I think
Ni-
the
Nico
flaws were
built.
exposed after that.
Let's be honest. Nico had the right vision for Kyrie and Luka Doncic. He had the perfect team around them, everything. Then this bomb goes and do what he did.
Got up
And
on the other side of the bed. Show the way I can sweat it.
that now you talking about getting a sorry. That's backcourt. Now you talking about going to get KD. Bro, they go get KD, bro. I'm telling you. I got 10 toes out on this team. That's how bad I hate this team right now.
Well, I mean, Kyrie's out too. You know.
Y'all saying so? Y'all that's y'all last move. That's your last move too, K.
Man,
So if
I
listen,
know,
if
real.
they get KD, y'all out.
Yeah.
bro. He get
I'm never
KD.
out.
I'm out, bro. I'm already 10 toes out, bro. But if he get KD, I'm out. I probably stop
I
watching
watched one
basketball,
of the
bro.
worst teams in basketball. I'm not out.
As I said,
Man, you
it's
shoot
different
that,
when you're
Christy.
going
You
through stuff
open.
because you're just going through hard times. When you put hard times on your fan base, though, that's a different beast, passively to me, at least. Like,
But my thing, man, you got people talking about fire Nico, bro. Like they literally while y'all shooting free throws, fire Nico.
yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy to me. And then I read what they gonna lose so much, bro. I'm not rich, but the last thing I want to do is lose money. Man, they talking about this team is finna lose billions. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy to me,
they got
bro.
rid of the cash
that's
cow.
that's the Luka Doncic effect.
That's
They
crazy to
lost Luka.
me.
I told you
They
it'd be the
lost their
biggest
golden boy,
failure
their
ever if
cash
they
cow.
lose Luka. I yelled that, and they lost Luka.
Man, then bro. Then
And
I
these, like I
heard.
said, these owners don't care about the NBA money at all.
So look, let me ask you
So
this.
they don't care about this. So losing, they're gonna lose a bunch, but they're gonna still make money. It's just not gonna be as much they made that they had Luca. So
Let me ask
now
you this.
they don't care about this. They got other aspirations. Go ahead.
What you think about Joker going to LA?
I've okay. If my name was Spencer as well, you'd understood. I've already said that.
I wouldn't
Versus the
talk to you.
Lakers when they got rid of when they got rid of Luca. I mean when they got rid of Luca and he didn't get the max, the super max, and they gave that to the Lakers. Nico set them up for a dynasty. He got nothing from them. He set them up for a dynasty.
Man, if they go get bro. If they
They
go
can now
get
go get another player that makes more than Luka Doncic.
they
Yes,
go
they
get
can
the
do that.
Joker, ooh, with Luca,
I
ooh,
think it's gonna
LeBron's
be
already talking
Giannis.
about coming
Honestly,
back for
ooh.
25 or 30, which to
it's
drop
going to
him
be
down
Giannis.
where where they literally will not have a max player on their team.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Let
not,
that sit in for a second, y'all. They
and I'm
will
not saying
not
I'm not
have
even
a
saying,
max player.
and I'm not even saying it's going to be the Joker. You feel me? That's what just what I kept telling y'all. It don't got to be the Joker. But they're going to get somebody else to join Luka Doncic. It's going to be
Giannis.
somebody. It's going to be a top of the line player that comes to the Lakers and joins Luka. That's going to
Giannis.
happen, guys. I've been yelling
Giannis.
that forever when he didn't get a max. He does not have a max contract. They do not have a super max guy. The Lakers can get a super max guy.
No, they can't.
If they wait till next year, y'all, they will. If they just build around the edges this off season, and then next year they'll have their draft picks back, and they can actually go for a legitimate co-star to go with it. But that's not here yet.
Come on, Luca, go for 50 points, please, man. Go for 50.
And you've got at least four teams that are massively above the first
Oh,
apron that are going to have to be letting players go. There's going to be good players that the Lakers are going to be able to get. Do I know who they are?
The
No, I
Lakers,
don't.
the Lakers. What people don't also understand. So right now, the Lakers have a bunch of guys that are probably making a little bit less than they should be making, or something like that, or around the right amount, like a Rui, a Austin Reeves for the low, all those guys like that. There's going to be a point where guys start coming over there that can't get money from somewhere for the low that goes
Dude,
and
they've
plays and
got,
still got talent and all, like Klay Thompson and them like that. Those
check this
type of
out.
guys are going to go to the Lakers as well.
Check this out.
Dude, Clay
Between
went to
Maxi
Dallas to play with
Cleveland,
Doncic.
Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and a couple of minimal players, the Lakers have almost $45 million in expiring contracts after this off season, and they're going to have about 30 million in just free agent money just to be able to spend. That's with their current roster the way it is now. The only thing
ooh.
that the Lakers are hurting on is draft picks. Next year that'll be okay too.
And they don't need them
Yeah, pretty much.
because now they playing for chips. They don't need draft picks. If they got free agency money to the Lakers,
They
that's
got
damn near as
free agency
important or
money.
impressive. That's a pick
Hold
basically
on,
because you're the number one
Richard. Are you
market that
talking
people
about?
want to go to. So
So,
if I got a free agency and I can go there,
hey, Richard.
Yes,
if
sir.
LeBron take the, if he said but Richard, you said they got like 35 before you said go Jay. Richard said they got like 35 in free agency money they got. If that's the case, and Brian take like a $5 million pay cut, just take a $5 million
No,
pay
dude,
cut. You
they're
saying that's a
talking like
$20 million
him
cut for a
dropping
player?
from 50 to like 30. Like
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
Oh,
Yeah, Brian would have
legitimately
to
the
drop because
talk.
they don't. They're not.
if he go to
It,
30, they're gonna have a suit. They're gonna have a they can
That's
just go
what I'm
get a super
saying.
max player.
And I mean, this is for real talk. Like LeBron doing the farewell tour. I'm gonna hook the
If they
Lakers
win a
up.
chip,
Let's
I can
build
see
a
it. If they if
dynasty
they
and
if they
go
get to the
for it.
finals or win a chip, I can see Brian doing that, taking the 30 or whatever like that for the last hoorah,
I mean,
officially giving it
I
to
mean,
Luka
it
and all
might
that
not
stuff, saying I'm done.
happen, but
so no, what I was saying when I looked at it before, they weren't going to have any cap space necessarily below the aprons. So unless I can go double check, but when I looked before, they weren't one of the teams that had cap space going in the next year. Now
they've
that may
got
be because of LeBron's cap hold being at the 50
yeah,
million like it already was.
exactly. That's a $58 million cap hole.
Yeah, he's got to fit. So and because he'd have to give up most of his money, that's where the space to sign somebody. It's not because there's inherently money there. No, they don't have any cap
Yeah,
space. If
the extra money that I'm talking about is if they don't re-sign all their 1 year players, they've got 1 year players that are on
He said
minimums that are on 10 million, 11 million contracts. If they just
it's
don't
expiring.
sign any of them back,
Yeah, he's saying they got
Well, they'd
expiring
also
in
have to
Max.
relinquish. They'd have to relinquish the cap holds too, because remember the cap holds stay even if they don't
yeah,
resign.
Yes, and
yeah. I mean,
and
they've got to
Maxi
finagle it.
and Maxi expiring next year, right?
Yeah, Maxie and Rudy
Next
and
year,
Gabe
yeah,
Vincent are all
Maxi expires
expired.
after next year is what I'm saying. It's his last year, right? So he get traded for
Yeah,
correct.
peace.
yeah.
Yeah, they can get off money. It's not
All
hard.
three of them, King, are will be on their final year. Yeah,
It's
you
not
telling
hard.
me that all three of them
Well,
and 2 first round picks won't get you a player? It's
Yeah,
the
it's
Lakers.
not. It's not hard. They
so
can get off
question:
of.
who's going to take Maxi if there's no draft capital to give up for Maxi? Because
Well, at
remember,
that
you're
point,
going to have
he's
to
an
trade something.
expiring contract. You don't give a shit. You want his 11
THJ was
million
an
to come off
expiring
the
contract,
book.
and we had to
So
give away
so
picks.
so
Remember?
Big J. Here's the thing
Yeah.
with the Lakers. They got to have a guy that's on the final leg of his contract. So it
Hmm.
got to be a guy that's on the last year. I don't
Well,
know
no, I
who right
said
now. It may not
no,
be.
but I
I was
said
just saying for
THJ
next.
was like that. Remember, we had
Yeah, but
THJ going into the last year, and we
yeah,
had to throw picks with
but
him.
Without the
finish.
Lakers.
Let me finish the point. Yeah, let me say.
Yeah.
We were trying to get rid of THJ.
Hmm.
If some players on their last leg and saying I'm going to go to the Lakers,
Oh, that's different. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what I was getting to. If they would have to get a player that's on his last leg of his contract saying I'm going to go sign with the Lakers. So get what you can get from the Lakers, and no other team want me because I'm going to the Lakers.
Bobby
Yeah,
Porter.
if someone.
That's how
Uh,
they do. I don't know about Bobby Portis, but I'm just saying that's how you
Yeah,
do. Like
just
the way Anthony Davis did it. Basically, the way Anthony Davis did it and got to LA.
see, Bobby Portis, I think his contract expires this year, right?
yeah. I mean, I was just saying,
Yeah,
using
yeah,
him for an
yeah. I know.
example, BJ.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just saying because I think his contract expires this year, so he'd have to be a sign and trade or something if he wants to
Yeah.
sign and trade
Now,
for
a
Maxi.
lot
Then
of the people are saying that a lot of the players that the Lakers should be interested in, that they're going to have to do signing trades with them. I don't understand that because Miles Turner and Nas Reed are both going to be free agents. They're not
Yep,
going to be. They're
yep.
not going to be owned by the team. They don't have their rights. They're going to be
well, no, they
unconditional
have the
free
rights. They
agents.
don't have. They're not restricted, but they have the rights.
Right.
The
Or
But I
team
mean,
still
I'm just
has the
saying,
bird rights
I don't understand why anybody would have to do a signing trade to get either one of them players.
do
because
what
if
the
they
Matt
want,
they don't if
if
they want to get the money because Miles Turner gonna probably want more money.
Yeah,
correct,
he's wanting
correct.
30.
So
But
yeah, they'd
what
have
I'm
to.
saying
You'd
is
have to put together a package.
the Lakers though, their players and all, if they can just go out and get a bunch of good players to get ready for the trade that can happen next season. If they want to go that route.
Yep.
Like they can do what the Mavericks do and get a
There you
bunch
go,
of
right
like
there.
PJ Washingtons and all that stuff, those type of players where they got value playing with Luca. And then when you gotta make the trade, then I combine their contracts with my draft picks to get my star player. You feel what I'm saying? It's different ways to set it up. You just gotta set it up.
You want to know my opinion? I think uh, if the Bucks get bounced off in the playoffs, I think he's gonna want to trade. Honestly,
I could see it.
If
with all my
Luca
heart,
Logan
I
plays
do.
if Luca plays with Giannis, and I think he's a possibility too. He's one of the guys. If Luca plays with Giannis in LA, you know how crushed my soul would be
How
knowing that there was a
Well,
crushed?
possibility that they could play together in Dallas and all. And I
Oh
wanted that.
yeah, yeah,
That was my dream to have them.
yep,
I thought
yep,
it was a dynasty. If the league would have let that happen and they didn't sign Drew Holiday, it would have been a wrap. It'd have been the Dallas
yep.
Mavericks league for like the foreseeable future. If they played together on the Lakers, man, my soul would be
That would
crushed.
be nuts, right? That would be nuts, right?
well, I can see the Bucks starting out next year, bringing everybody back. Hoping that everybody's healthy because they did have bad injury luck this year, like everybody else. That you start out with Kuzma, Dame, you start the year out good. But if you struggle at the trade deadline, you blow the
Yep.
Bucks up.
Yep, that's when it's gonna happen. You got me, Rich. You thinking like I'm thinking. They're gonna run it back, but next year gonna be the year where everybody out on each other, where they don't believe in each other. There's no chemistry, and we like, man, I just want the season to be over. And they're gonna be like, the Bucks trash right now. What is going on? What is going on? And that's when I think a
You
trade
know,
happens
it,
for
it'll
Giannis
be
and
it'll
all
be
that.
Well,
You know,
time to
Dame doesn't
move
want to be
on.
there though. That's the thing.
you say what?
Dame wanted to go to Miami.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get to. I think they're getting to that point where they just coming and clocking in.
And let's be real, if
No
Miami
Kappa.
still wants Dame, they have the assets to get Dame from. They do. They could get Dame from the Bucks, and every team in the league would go after Giannis. I would even, yeah. And I
If
don't
they
like over 30 players, but I'm trading for Giannis if he was available.
Yeah, if they
yeah,
trade Giannis, they trading Dame. They gonna get off of both of them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that it'd be stupid to keep Dame. Get off of him too. Just be done.
And like I said, Miami, between the two of them, just them, you reset your franchise and you can rebuild. And that ain't counting what you get for your other players, like Kuzma, there are Lopez, whoever else you can get anything for, and you start over. Yeah, they've got a young
And
forward and they've got a young guard on the team.
and they got
They
a
can
ring.
start
And
over.
it, and they got a ring in the decade. You feel me? They good right now for a small market team.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that scenario unfolding exactly like that.
And Giannis still get a statue.
Yep.
They
Because
better
at
not
that
boo
point,
Giannis at all.
who
Giannis get a
at
statue and
that
jersey
point who's
retired
gonna
everything.
blame Giannis for asking
Nobody.
out at that
Nope.
point?
Nope. The Bucks only have one other championship in their existence. If they don't give Giannis everything, he should be famous forever in Milwaukee. He's the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time. No disrespect to
Uh,
Lou
Baby
Alcindor.
Kobe.
No
yeah,
disrespect to Lou
yeah.
Alcindor. It's not including. We're not
I'm
including the
gonna, I'm gonna
Lakers.
listen to the argument.
We're not including the
Baby
Lakers. We
Kobe.
including Lou Alcindor versus what's the name? Giannis Antetokounmpo, not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time. He got the one championship. He got two MVPs, and he got a Defensive Player of the Year. What else do we need?
You got an argument.
I think he lead them in points and all that too. He the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time.
Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What about Harvey Grant?
He, get out of here, man. He not like Richard. He's not better than Kareem all time. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm just talking about Milwaukee.
Wait, what did Oscar Robertson play?
He
Well,
played
how many MVPs did
Cincinnati, and
Kareem have
Milwaukee.
with the Bucks?
Okay.
Ooh wee. Check this
He's young.
out. Look at baby Kobe.
Ooh,
Hi, Daisy.
Hey.
Nice,
ooh.
nice.
Max Christie is teaching. He's trying to show him.
Like
Yeah,
I
but
was
my whole
saying
point
earlier,
is that
y'all,
I
if
think
you get a
Giannis,
game,
I think
if
Giannis
you
realizes that his time in Milwaukee is almost up. He's pretty much done
Oh yeah.
everything he possibly could, uh, and he wants to go play for another guy who can kind of take over the reins a bit. So
plays the
Yeah, yeah.
that's
one that
just
Giannis
I
is
my
would be
40.
viewpoint.
worried about in the
Just my
off
view.
season. I actually could see everybody coming, back for the Mavs and situated. I don't think anybody's gonna push the boat to leave next year except for maybe Clay. Now I'm not saying that Gaff and PJ will resign. I have no idea what they'll do, but I actually think Clay Thompson should start the year off, win, lose, or draw, go and get me the hell out of here or I retire.
Yo,
It's
I
kind of
don't
going to
know.
shock me if he doesn't do that.
Call me crazy, but I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to be a terrible team for probably the next 10 years.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I don't want him to be.
They're not going to be Hornets. That's for sure.
They're not gonna be the Wizards.
Do we know that, y'all?
I really think they're going to be
We
bad.
got Mavs, man. I
I
don't know what
really
y'all
do.
talking about. And champ.
It just worries me because I think we've got owners that understand the dangerous thing. No team loses money in the NBA between television rights and it don't matter what they charge, or who's on the team. They're going to sell tickets to the game, and they just will. And when an owner understands that, that makes them very dangerous. And I think our team understands that, and they're just letting Nico do whatever the hell he wants. And until it just flops, they're going to continue to let him do it. And it ain't flopped yet. I hope I'm wrong.
Dude, AR is not better than Kyrie Irving. AR is
Oh
benefiting off
no.
of Doncic and LeBron. Okay, I'm
Wait,
telling you.
are you saying that AR is better than Kai Jones? Is that what you're saying? That must be
No, I
what you
said
meant.
Kyrie Irving.
No,
No,
no, no.
Kyrie Irving.
He no. I think King meant Kai Jones, and I still think
Oh,
that's a mistake.
That must be what they were talking about, Big. Must be
That's what
Kai
it
Jones.
was.
Gotta be.
I mean, yo, Austin's a decent basketball player, but let's don't act like he's a damn Hall of Fame damn two guard. He ain't.
Didn't we hear he was the best number three option ever?
And I'll talk junk on
not
online
not
too
by
and
me.
say that BJ, but I don't really
I don't
believe
think he is.
that.
That's
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 what
that
King
Laker
said. He
nonsense
heard it.
again.
Yeah.
Kai Cenat. Oh yeah, there you go. Kai Cenat is worse than AR playing basketball. I can see that.
Oof. Gas gave him that baseline. Can't do that with LeBron, bro.
He hooked him. His offensive foul. He hooked him.
I don't know. I think AR is. I think he. I don't know. I'm not saying he's bad, but I don't think he's as great as people are like hype.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's just an adequate
I don't,
NBA guard. I mean,
All right.
he ain't special. He ain't bad. Yeah, he's just a
All right.
guard.
AR or Grayson Allen.
I agree, Ro. Um,
Yeah, it's a foul.
Probably AR, but only because I don't. I
Only,
don't really watch.
only
Um,
because he can
Phoenix.
does
create
Grayson
a
Alley
little more.
does Grayson Allen pass well? Like
He
pass
plays
No,
very
okay, or
better
is he?
defense. He plays much better defense, although he's dirty.
and he shoots the ball better.
Yeah.
He's a 3 and D guard,
That was
literally.
not off of that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
I
a
think I would take probably AR slightly over Grayson Allen, but
okay. But if you need to get somebody tripped, I would take Grayson Allen over them.
Yeah, it would depend on what you need. I don't think Grayson Allen is going to be a starter on any NBA team or shouldn't be. AR obviously can be a starter. Like I said, I'm not trying to put him in the Hall of Fame, but he can play basketball.
oh, don't tell me he's hurt now.
Lakers cannot win a championship without Rui,
That's
though.
close. I don't know if I challenge that.
No, he didn't touch him. No, he didn't touch him.
He got the ball.
And then he just flailed crazily and fell out of bounds. No, they wouldn't challenge that. They
And
should challenge that. That was
I just
trash.
want Luka to get 40 points. I just want Luka to get 40 points.
I think this actually has turned out to be a way better game than what I thought it would, y'all. I really kind of expected a blowout one way or the other.
No,
And
I didn't
honestly, I
expect
wasn't
that.
really sure which way it would go. I really wasn't.
Oh, hit PJ. There we go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
This is fine.
3J.
Yep.
Come on, Luka, score something, please, man. That wasn't a foul? No, it wasn't, of course.
We're about to get this get back right.
Clay.
Come
Here
on,
you go.
just go for the out. Go for the layup.
Is he getting choppy to y'all?
Yeah, Brown with the big boy layup.
That man is 187 years old.
I
But he
know.
knows to go for two instead of three.
Ooh.
Go ahead, PJ.
Okay. You
So
know,
wait, King
they're
LeBron
all
older than
having
you, right?
fun out there.
Yeah, LeBron did me by 2 years.
Mm-mm-mm.
He turned 41 this year. I turned 39.
So you got a chance to go out there and score some points in the
I
NBA
don't.
before you turn.
No, I don't. There's no one. It's no one
That'd
from
be
that
nice.
that 2008 what is it Olympic team going in the Hall of Fame this year. Nobody from that team playing anymore but LeBron and Chris Paul, and it's Chris Paul last year.
Because Paul
This Chris
shouldn't
Paul
be
last
playing.
year.
Yeah, he said he retiring after this year.
Now you gonna come. You gonna come play for the Mavs for the first half of the year.
I can't believe
Gee, he
people are
finally scored a
actually
point.
talking about
But
that. I
Congratulations.
hope that's not
that's
real.
crazy. LeBron about to be a Hall of Famer before he retire.
They'll make an exception. He ain't got to wait 5 years.
I mean, he already gonna be in there for the team. Got him. That's it.
Oh,
Yep. That's a bet. Oh, Austin Reeves, man, you waited too long. Austin Reeves be tripping.
Like I said, he's just a good guard. He ain't great, and I don't think
Didn't,
he ever will be great.
didn't Chris Paul say he retiring this year? Yeah, am I tripping? Chris Paul say he retiring.
See, I ain't heard that.
Max.
All I'm hearing is them talk about him coming to the Mavs. That's why I was saying I hope
Can
that
you
ain't true.
score a point, dude? Can you score something?
That's a pull through. Max can flop too. No, that's a pull through.
I couldn't even see. Did he get his hand? Or his arm?
Yeah, it is a pull through. He's going up and yeah, I think it's, yeah, they can shot.
They're trying to make the game close. Shocker.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I haven't seen that before.
Only King can. Is that your burner King?
Nah.
Do y'all think
Nah, it's not
that
King. What up, King?
Jason Kidd will
He
back
missed
off
both of
of
them.
Dinwiddie and actually trust Baby Bean and let him play? Yeah, I'm asking. Y'all think he
Next
would?
year. Next year. Well, I don't know next year, but I think he's gonna get more burn next year. Bro, that was stupid.
I think even on Spencer's hot night, that his bad nights are bad enough to where I honestly, I think at this point of the year, you go on and you go with whichever one you're going to keep. If you're going to keep Baby Bean, you need to go on and let him play. Let him get the
Yep,
playoff experience. Let him find out if that talent is worth what you think it is.
I'm with you.
Go on and find out what you need to
Don't
know. Let him
yeah,
play.
don't wait 5 years down the line and wonder.
Yep.
Like let him play now.
Go on and
Like
move.
ride or die. Why not ride or die with Max Christie instead of Spencer Dinwiddie in the playoffs? You already know what Spencer
Yeah.
Dinwiddie is. Let's see if Max Christie got another gear that he can go to in the playoffs or something like that. You
Hey,
feel
and
me?
you never know. Dinwiddie might come out one night as a 6 man torching and give you 30. It ain't like it ain't possible. But you can't let him play 30 minutes a game. You can't.
One stop, then y'all be funny, man. They slowed down. Yeah, they slowed down defensively. They might still get to 120. Probably not. Probably 110. They only get. It seems like they only on the pace 50 points this half instead of 60.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking out loud to myself, but I go on and turn it over to Najee and Baby Bean, and I rock out with them for the rest. Wherever we go, we're going with them leading. Yeah, I ain't saying it'll work. I'm just saying that's still what I would do.
Well, you said Luka got what? He got 38. He got 38. He'll at least get two more. I don't know if he's gonna go for like 50. He'll at least get two more. He'll get 40.
I'm hoping for a 50.
I don't know if he'll get. That's what I said. I told you before. I thought he was gonna at least get 40, a 40-point game. I think he'll get 40. I don't know about 50. Not yet, at least. 45. Yeah, I feel your area. 45 don't even matter to me if you don't get 50. When you get 40, is then can you get 50? Same thing. They jump by like tens after that. Like you got 62. That's basically a 60-point game. I'm not like, oh my god, he got one more bucket. Next get 70. I mean, Luka could still get 50, yo. If he start hitting some threes right now. If he just like tries to dagger them and like put them out the game.
Yeah, if they keep going back and forth, I can see it.
Yeah. If we did
Big, I
morning
think
shows, Ariel, that would be cool. You need a morning show.
you.
Tell Raul to do shows before you go to work. Tell him destroy some more of his life.
Well, I
Not
haven't
using their
known
phone.
him. I hadn't known Rail that long, but I had never seen him get as worked up over anything as he has his
You
defense
got
wins
80 and
championships.
Lively on the
And
court, and you're not using it.
that
Yeah,
that's
that's what we
got under
need. That's
his
what I'm saying,
skin.
Ariel. We need something. I would love to do like a first take like show and go against first take in the morning, man. Oh my goodness, I thought jeez. No bag LeBron with the left hand. My bad. He left handed, so it don't count. It don't count when he make it with the right hand either, because he left handed. But oh well. What can you say about
Well,
LeBron? It don't matter. You lose either way. You feel me? Like you lose either way.
I think
He
it's
just
funny
bronze.
though. You got AD and Lively on the court, and you're working on
He
the
just
perimeter.
made the left hand layup, but he left handed, so it don't matter. So every natural right hand bucket he makes should be incredible, but that don't matter either. So he just has no bag. AD for three. Oh,
Can Luka just get two more
I know
points? That's all
one,
I
man.
want.
Y'all know me by now, man.
Could have used the point guard.
Is this gonna be a regular thing now that Luka gonna beat the Mavericks? What up, Austin? I'm with you, ecstatic. I'm the same way. I only feel bad this season. Next year, well, I don't feel bad for Spencer. I mean, he got a job. He on the vet bin and all that, man. He should have came over here when his mama told him to come over here. He'd have been in the finals, and maybe he would have won the championship, but he didn't. Oh well. Oh, I know, cuz.
I honestly thought this would be a blowout, even with the Lakers going a back to back.
You thought the Lakers were gonna blow them out, or the Mavs gonna blow them out?
The Lakers.
I thought the Mavs were gonna win this game. Actually, I don't know why I thought the Mavs were gonna win.
I
I
definitely
thought with
thought it
all the
was going to
emotion
be a
and all that
blowout.
was going through Luka,
Oh,
nobody else is gonna have any game being on the back to back and
instead
all
of
that.
Luca.
And I thought the Mavs were gonna do something, but oh man, oh no, no way, no fucking way,
Take
bro,
you 40.
bro,
Come on.
Take that for your 40.
bro, DV, DV, DV,
They may blow him out anyway.
DV, DV,
That was crazy, right? Come on, dog.
DV,
Look at that.
DV.
My gosh, he's a beast.
Pause.
Come on, just shoot one more three, please. End it. Come on, AR, just
Yo,
shoot the
yo,
freaking three, dude.
trash, yo. I don't mean he trash. I'm sorry. He just overrated. He's so overrated.
Bro, he had a wide open three. Why don't you just take the
Yo,
shot?
oh, Braun. Boy, whew. If I know Kyrie probably did teach him that DV. What's crazy, yo? It's crazy watching the games now doing Braun like the number two. Like he officially the number two now. That's crazy, bro. Like it's this is unbelievable. They told me it never happened.
What?
That Braun can never be the number two to nobody. That he'd never allow it and all that. That's what
Well,
they
I
told
don't
me.
think he has a choice because
Oh
he
my
isn't
God,
better
Logan!
than
There he does have a
what?
choice. They
Come
said that
on, dude.
he would never be able to, Logan. Like he would never allow somebody to be, is what they say. They say AD was not a number one because Braun didn't allow it. No, Braun wanted somebody to be a number
Luca and Brian becoming one.
Oh no! You hear the way they talk about LeBron on Sports Center, even on ESPN, even at 40. If LeBron said, "I wanted to be the dog on the team," and everything's gonna run through me, and I'm gonna get mine, and everybody else is gonna look like shit, that's exactly
He'd be
what
able to
would
get
happen.
his. Yep, until the Lakers decide to let him go. You feel me? Like that's LeBron
Don't
James.
everybody fool yourself.
He's literally it's Luca's team, and he understands that.
Mhm.
Somebody is officially LeBron is finally playing with somebody that's better than him. It's finally happening.
Hey, y'all, I think he's happy about it.
Yes, he is. He's wanted this. That guy want rings. LeBron just want rings now. He playing. What else he playing for? He gotta get rings. He chasing
Come
the
on,
ghost of
Luca.
Michael Jordan. He at that
Come
point.
on, Luca. Come on, Luca.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, no way.
Go for the 50.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he
He
might get 50. He might try. He gonna try. He gonna shoot
he might
again.
just go all out. He
He
might
gonna
just go
try.
all out.
He about to try because he got over 40 now. He got 43. He's gonna try to get 50.
We
We'll see if
told
he
him let me
does.
get 50.
He's gonna try.
He, yeah, yeah. He might just go all out. No, no.
Yeah, he gonna try to get 50.
I
At
think they
least
just told him we
46
finna
if he gets
feed
one
you.
more three.
I think he's gonna try to get 50. When he went over 40, Like he'd have stayed at 40 when he went and got 43. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna keep. He's trying to still score. He's trying to score 50.
He's trying to shove it in the Mavericks' face at this point right now.
Yeah, and these guys all practice with him. They supposed to know his tendencies. Defense wins championships. He wasn't a part of the culture. He damn sure cooking our culture. He gonna
We're
score
gonna say
again with ease.
45,
Look at that. Look at Luka. 45. Told you going for 50.
45.
Look at that
Was that?
defense,
Hold up. Hold up.
Cliff.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Was that PJ Washington? Was that PJ Washington? Was that
No,
PJ? I
wait,
love PJ. Man,
I'm not sure if it was or not.
I think it was PJ, man. I think he
They'll
got
probably
switched up.
show the
He really
replay
ran on
here.
Najee or whatever. Like, bro, we let that guy go. I still, man.
Honestly, I would have let him stay out there and get 50 points. Shit. Let him have fun out there.
He made his point.
Nobody on the Mavericks can stop Luka Doncic. So well, we figured that out now. We didn't know that one because he didn't play against us. Well, he played against us once, but it's the real game.
I know AD
And
can't. Oh my God, look there.
yeah,
There
Really,
he is.
bro? You can't. You gotta
tell him get up for
be a
Luka. Yes,
man.
they traded this man away. So that means, hold up, this is more. This is why I said it's a dumb organization. Big J. This is why I said earlier when we talking about stuff. That means Nico watched Luka cook these guys still at practice and said, "You done," and traded him away.
But
They
King, King.
I hear you, Logan.
Everybody's
I feel
standing up
so
in that
bad.
building
I
for
feel
him.
so bad for AD though.
Yeah.
I do
I
feel
don't.
so bad for the
Everybody's
guy.
standing up for him in that building.
I don't. I'm that one dot on the map that says not it. Not it. I don't feel sorry for him at all. And you're not gonna find many Pelicans fans that do.
He's staying in. He's going for 50
Yeah, they going for
points.
50, man. He's still playing. He going for 50. They want him to get 50. The Mavericks fans don't have no bro. Are you mad if he cherry picks right now in stat pads? No. Go get
Oh
50, Luca.
no, he just
Nobody
wanted to
want
be
Y'all
on
that.
the
still
floor
here,
for
ain't
one
we?
last time.
Oh, he's just getting the foul to get out. Okay. I'd
Yeah.
still when he got 50 just to get a standing ovation.
He getting that anyway.
Hell yeah, Luca.
He
Get it.
getting that anyway.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe we traded Luka Doncic, y'all. I still to this day can't believe that day happened.
He
That's not
knows.
real, man.
He loves the fans. He loves, like, but
That's
he's
not real,
chasing the
man.
fucking
I was watching the
owners,
Royal
bro.
Rumble, man. That wasn't supposed to happen. Jay Uso don't got to win the Rumble, man. Give that back. If Luka stays on the team, man, give Jay Uso Rumble win back. I don't want that, Austin. Latte, give Jay Uso back. Take it away.
Huh. He was worried about the game. You see Lucas' face? It's over with.
You hear the crowd?
Damn, Caleb.
What?
Caleb Martin,
He's
baby.
vindicated.
You hear the crowd?
Yes.
What are they saying?
Fire
Fire
Nico.
Nico.
Oh, there they say, yeah.
The
I hear
whole crowd.
I see Caleb Martin with his finals experience.
Listen, man, I'm watching this and it's making me. I've always thought I was gonna hang on as a fan. I was just gonna hang on as a fan. They this is
He's still
getting
crying,
worse than I
man.
thought.
He crying again.
What's the chance of Nico being gone next year?
None.
They gonna bring Luca back.
You think it's none? Or do you think
None.
it elevated a little bit?
None. It's the Dumonts double down. They part of it too. They don't
Right.
understand.
I feel you.
It's none. It's none.
I agree with that. Zero. It ain't happening.
It's none. The ownership is part of this as well. It's not like it's just the GM and the ownership was like, I don't know what happened. I just gave them their power. Ownership, they had part of it too. So there's none. Hmm. Can't believe it, bro.
Good battle, though, Maverick. Good battle.
It was a great game. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, the
They,
Mavericks. I
they
mean,
fought hard, but dude,
the Mavericks. The Mavs almost got 100. You feel me?
yeah.
Almost got 100.
We got our
Oh
six
well,
being our focal points of our offense.
They might
Yeah.
still get it. They can still get 100. Hold on. They're gonna get one more possession at least.
See, remember back at the beginning of the year, I told you that Najee is one thing which you could ask him to do a little bit too much. That he wasn't that player. That he was close. I
Mm-hmm.
have never been so glad to be wrong in my life.
Najee good, man.
No, Najee
yeah, I'm so
Marshall's a
proud of
goddamn
Najee.
good ball player.
Yeah, Najee, bro. Richard. Uh, y'all know I'm
Healthy.
crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I say stuff. And I say stuff like when I said we were going to go to the Western Conference Finals, and I was like, man, like you crazy, man.
Just get healthy.
I've really felt like we were going to win the championship, y'all. Like from the beginning of the year, I go into the season, I said, yo, we got it. We're going to win this championship.
That's yeah,
I
King.
cannot
That's what I
believe
said.
that they switched this up. We made the song. Queen made the song, y'all. It
If
was
he
for
could
the
have just
chip.
imagine if he just could have managed to get rid of geez.
All we
Like I
needed
know
was Maxie
Quizno,
replaced.
we want to keep Quizno and everything, but imagine if he traded Quizno and oh
We
god,
had we
I
had
can't remember
Najee
his
Marshall
name
and
now.
Quentin Grimes and Klay Thompson. We told y'all, screw the Klay Thompson signing.
It,
Nico got Quentin Grimes and Najee Marshall, the other two guys that were sitting there saying,
Didn't
I
matter.
told my family we were
if
gonna
we
win a
could have gone,
championship. I
if
told
we
my
could have
friends we were
gone
gonna win
like,
a championship. They were saying that.
if we could have swapped out Maxi and for Caleb Martin and we let go of Quizno, like we still would have won the championship.
We'd have won the championship past
You know what
Scully
I'm
if
saying?
we would have did nothing.
Yeah,
If we would
yeah.
have had Maxie Kleber here, we'd have won the championship.
Okay.
I felt
Yep.
like we would have won the champ with the team we had was enough to win an NBA championship.
Just needed a backup
Bro,
power
they built a
forward.
team
That was our
around
I
biggest
don't even think
Luca.
complaint.
we needed that. Like I think everybody just
Yeah.
wanted
That
that
was
because of
luck.
seeing Maxie play. We had Najee that wasn't playing the way he was playing. Omax was still here. The emergence of Omax before he was hurt and all that. We had the team to win a championship now.
Yep.
Exum was returning. Like I said, Najee nice. Like we've been saying. Quentin Grimes was nice. Klay Thompson was
Yeah.
doing his job.
Yep.
Gafford was having a career year. Lively before he was hurt.
That's because he makes
Gafford sucks.
players around him better.
Yeah,
And
but
Gafford
I
still
got you.
When
We
sucks
he
got to talk about
too.
Luca though. But it just was they were having the years. I'm just saying, like they were there. Everybody took that step. Nico and them said get 15% better. I felt like we had got made the team 15% better, and everybody had got 15% better. I felt like we were ready.
Najee and Gaff and PJ come back 15%. Hell, Dwight Powell come back 15% better. Be real.
Najee Marshall makes less than $10 million.
Yeah, of course.
What you mean? Yeah, of course. No, no. What I'm saying is, you see what Najee Marshall does? He makes less than $10 million.
Yeah.
dollars. We had him on our
He makes
Yeah.
team.
less than Maxie.
It's,
We had him on our team.
Dude, and
Quentin
not just
Grimes.
that, Kane.
Quentin
Yeah.
Grimes. You see
And
what
not
he
just
does?
that,
We had
Kane.
him for less than that.
Kyrie, Kyrie was having one of his best years too.
We had the team.
And
When
had
Luca
Exactly.
came,
Quizno's
when
bird
Luca
right.
came back, when Luca came back for that little stretch before he went out, bro, we put up 160 on the Pelicans. We put up. Then we had a game where the Warriors had the second most threes of all time, and we beat them by 10.
we beat the OKC 3 times this year. I think that's
It
still the
was
most by any
we
team.
had the team. It was right there, and everybody kept like, "Oh, it hurts." Pause. Every time I think, it hurts. It hurts every time I think about it, y'all. I can't believe they tried to be cute. Like I cannot believe it, bro. Luca. Okay, so now that team we had
He dropped
now
45 on him.
that team we had already. Now imagine Luca right now revving up, getting to the playoff mode that we seeing him in on this run
Right.
right now, being back on the team now, y'all. We had a championship team. It was
We
there.
we were ready to win.
We would have beat Boston, yo. I wasn't scared of Boston this
Yeah,
year.
for real.
We would have beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had
me. Yeah.
enough. We would have beat. We had Najee Marshall and Quentin Grimes and Klay Thompson. Listen.
Yep.
Freaking
Oh,
Matt
we would have won the
position y'all
championship,
every
y'all.
spot.
We were going to win the championship. We were going to win it.
I mean, they had Derek White. We had Najee
So
Marshall. They had dude
Bro,
at the Horford at the end. We had Maxi Cleaver at the end. We could literally
the
we could match them at every
the
position.
pickup of Najee, Clay, and Quentin Grimes was crazy. That right there, they are three dudes that can get you 40 points. Stop.
all
Yo,
right,
y'all,
I'm
y'all
bossing over
tripping.
here.
Y'all not listening. They three guys that got you can get you that you can get you 40 points.
And
Praise
that other
Luca,
stuff.
praise Kier, and let's go Mavs. Later, y'all.
All right, Pasquale,
See you, dog.
appreciate you. They are three guys that can get you 40 points, y'all.
Yeah, the
We
King
had a
CS.
team. Bro, remember we kept saying, bro, this is what Luca off the floor. Damn, we keep getting 7, 8 people with double digits, y'all. 5 people got 20 points and all that. That kept happening this season.
Dude, Quentin Grimes, I think, had a 40-point game,
It kept happening
right?
this season, Logan, where they were going off. We had so many players that could score. Everybody talking about Boston and all. I'm like, bro, we got like 8 people that can get you 20. This is crazy. They traded it away. Mm.
Why
There's
though,
some
King? It
things
makes no
King you just
sense.
can't explain no matter how hard you try. They
I
just
can't.
ain't never gonna make sense.
It ain't. It's just never, man. We had a
It
Y'all,
tribute.
make
I,
no
before
I
sense.
everybody
cannot
gets
believe I
out of
watched a
here, I'm
tribute
gonna
video
say
for Luca
peace
today.
and goodbye, y'all. I got a
All right,
couple
All
things
Richard.
to
right.
do. I'll catch everybody on the after the next show
All
around.
right, Rich.
Yep.
Everybody enjoy.
Appreciate you, Richard. I just cannot believe you watched a tribute video tonight for Luka Doncic. That's crazy.
Dude, he was crying, dude. He was legit crying out there.
A tribute video for Luka Doncic.
Yo, and I think the crying is almost like he cared so much about the team and he wanted to win so
Yeah.
bad.
That showed he cared. That showed his BS. That showed that he cared about the organization. That he cared about the city. He really wanted to win for Dallas, and he can't believe they got rid of him. That's why I said I don't have to hear anything else. There's no more words I have to hear from any side. Luca crying showed me all I needed to know. All that BS they talked about, his work ethic and all that stuff. Like that's crazy, man. That's crazy. He just went to the finals last year at 25. That is crazy. I don't know where the logic came from. I can't comprehend it. I hate
Yo,
trying it again.
Kane, the only way I can I think it was a business move, not for the Dallas Mavericks,
For the NBA.
but for the NBA.
That's what people
I
saying.
honestly do.
Which means they think that well, I mean the Mavericks winning now. I would have thought it'd been a business move. The Mavericks might get the number one pick or something like that, but I don't know, man. He said, "Can you please stop with the fire Nico chants?" What is going on with him? What is going on with Chris right now?
Is Rel going to hop on stage or?
Nah, Red don't usually hop on stage that much as far as here. He
Okay.
he said you're ruining my experience. He usually we're gonna do a post game show though, not a post game show, we don't do post game shows, but a damn show tonight at 11 o'clock and about 10 o'clock
Oh
central.
yeah. About what? About the game?
Yeah, it's gonna be about the show tonight. Gonna be about Hall of Famers, about who should be a Hall of Famer and all that stuff. We're gonna give, I think, a list of players, and we're gonna talk about if they should be in the Hall of Fame. Or if we think they should be in the Hall of Fame. We think they shouldn't be. Mondays are usually the shows about like what's going on in the current NBA. Oh man, MVP looking at
Man,
games.
that was sad. It was sad to watch, honestly, a little bit, but a little bit.
Yeah. All right, Joe. I'm gonna end the show. It's like I said,
Yeah.
it's depressing. Good out. I mean, I say good out. Good dub. I mean, I guess for the Lakers. I guess it don't really matter as far as the out for the Mavericks. Um, Look like they're gonna be 3 seeds, 10 seeds. So we'll see what goes on. But if y'all interested in some old school NBA talk, some maybe learning a little bit, which you may not know. Check us out on YouTube at 11 p.m., 10 p.m. Central. And other than that, we'll be back for some game tomorrow. I'll see y'all then.